I just went to Starbucks before this. I pulled up on the sidewalk, like on the side street there.
Yeah.
There's some, like, I'm not even going to call her homeless, just some lazy person, dirtball, sitting on the ground, like right in the middle of the sidewalk where I almost like hit her with my car door. I'm like, excuse me. And she was like, and she's like listening to like, you're a crazy bitch. So gone. She's blasting that from her iPhone, smoking a fucking Newport, fucking sitting Indian
That's
style
high class.
in the
That's
middle,
what I say. That's
in
a
the
Cadillac.
middle of the sidewalk. She was like, "Hey, do you have any change?" Lifts her ass up and farts. Southside's trash.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Greenfield's Finest Podcast. I'm your host, Michael Z. Birdseye. With me, as always, the boys are in the building. To the left of me, my main man weighing 172 pounds, 171 if that's his dick. Make some noise for my main man, Anthony Sholey.
What's up?
Is that what you weigh? 172.
No.
You gotta be a little heavier than that, right?
Yeah, I'm about like $185.
Okay.
Okay, big dick.
Hey, 172. You're right.
184 pounds of that is dick. Yeah.
Oh, dude. And then to the left of him, my main man, it's Brittany bitch, Johnny Rosado.
What's up? What's up?
And then to the right of me, as always, my main man, make some noise for Moneyline Welsh.
Hello.
Woo. A
What's going
couple quick announcements. We got a comedy show coming up August 20th at Yesterday's.
Is it gonna be funny?
It's going to be hilarious.
Well, that's good.
Joey Welsh is going to be the headliner.
He's
I'm
funny.
on it. Shuley's on it. We're flying in our buddy Loke, no joke, from Homewood. He's going to be slinging them jokes. August 25th, I'm going to be on the Pittsburgh Improv. They're doing the Dirt Show. I'm going to be down there. And then don't forget, September 11th, we're going to be back out at Comptra Theater. We've got a great lineup of comedians. Samantha Bentley's the headliner. Me and Dawn Orner. And maybe one more person. But tickets are available now at Comptra.com. It's a September 11th date. That's all I have for announcements.
Vote for Joe Welsh.
Vote for. Don't forget, we got to keep voting for Joe Welsh for Pittsburgh's best comedian. We can't let him lose this. We can't.
Yeah, he deserves it. He's been grinding for a minute.
Dude, did you see who he's running? I mean, I know who he's running against. And
I don't. No, I mean,
Right.
I voted, but I honestly didn't know any. I think Croft's on there, right?
No, I don't even know.
Yeah, Croft's definitely on the ticket because I seen it, but that's the only name I recognized.
Yeah.
So besides Croft really don't even like put it out there to try to win. I mean, you got Jim Kren, who I guess
Is that dude still alive?
yeah, and the rest of the people.
Was this 1982?
Yeah.
And the rest of them,
That dude's on AM radio somewhere.
yeah, he's somewhere on KDKA talking to Wendy Bell about something, but I don't know. You know, God bless him, but he's still kicking.
Dude, my mom's a fucking crazy person.
What'd she do now?
So my sister and my sister-in-law, my sister's coming in town to have a baby shower for Saturday. My sister-in-law is having a sprinkle Sunday.
What's a sprinkle?
It's when you have a second baby, you still have like a semi,
Okay.
not as formal baby shower. I don't know why the fuck they don't. It's another baby shower.
Yeah,
That's
it
all
is.
It's
Yeah.
another baby shower. I guess you don't invite as many people, but I mean, there's gonna be 30-some people there. Whatever. Another back-to-back baby showers in the Welsh family. So my mom, she was like, "Hey, I'm gonna need your help Thursday, moving some things," and she's like telling me like, "We're gonna go to my house, grab my porch furniture, and then run up the street to Aunt Jean's, grab hers, hit the McGuire's, grab theirs." She has me like going to 4 or 5 different places, like grabbing their porch furnitures. I was like, dude, I have like 36 like nice picnic tables that are all like one piece that like that are lumberjacks that we don't even like use.
Yeah.
So why don't I'll grab like 6, 7, 8 of them, boom, game over. One stop shop. And she was like, well, that's not the vision that I had. I'm like, it's not your vision.
She's a party planner.
Yeah, she's a party planner.
So she went 6 mixed
So,
match.
so now we're running around Greenfield fucking stealing porch furniture off people like fucking psychopaths.
with 4 different patterns of furniture.
But so everybody, she wants to have a conversation style so everyone can sit together and talk. I'm like, And she was like, well, how many people could fit on the picnic table? I was like, 6. She was like, that's too many. I was like, well, then fucking 4 people could sit there. I was like, what's the difference of 6 or 4?
You could put 4 chairs. That's 4 people.
Yeah, and I was like, listen, I'm not like trying to be difficult, but at the same time, like, what the fuck is going on here?
She's like Frank from
Yeah,
Father of the Bride.
dude, it was crazy. Then I got a text message on the way out here, like, hey, I think I am gonna need a couple of those picnic tables. So now I gotta like bring the picnic tables too. I'm like,
I mean, you can only fit one of them in the truck at a time, right?
what?
You could
picnic
no,
tables.
you could stack
Dude, I
them.
could fit like I could fit like between like the extended cab and like the an actual bed. I could get like those they fold up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like it's one piece. They all fold. They
I'm
all
thinking of
co-
like them big wooden ones.
no. They collapse. They're fucking nice. They were expensive. We have too many of them. They just fucking sit there.
That's perfect. That'd have been perfect.
You're telling me, John.
Now you gotta get them anyway.
Not for old Frank Welsh.
right.
Old Cindy Frank.
Right.
Needs to get
What's
her
everybody facing
needs
each
her
other?
vision. She literally said, "Well, that's not what I was. That's not my vision." I was like,
That's not something I expect your mom to say.
"Yeah, I mean, she's just what are you gonna do?"
You got to do it.
You got, I mean, yeah, I'm
Your
telling
mom,
you.
dude.
You
And
gotta
she
make
was
your
like,
mom
"Well,
happy.
I mean, everybody else can like get there at like 6 o'clock, but I'm gonna need you early, like to like deliver these picnic tables or the porch furniture. But like, you can come over at like 2 or 3 and like start." I was like, "We have like 4 people coming at 6 o'clock." I was like, "I'm not moving all this shit by myself before they get there." And she was like, "Well, to get a jump on it." I was like, "I'm not. No, there's like 4 other people coming to like help. I'm waiting for the help." And she was like, "Well, if you think you can get it done," I was like, "Dude, I'm gonna go fucking berserk."
Oh,
You're not even invited.
Yeah, I'm not even going. I'm going to be at Eddie's house.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck? And then I was like, who's taking all this shit back? And she was like, well, there's no rush for that. It's my birthday Monday. Like, I'm not a big birthday guy, but I don't want to be fucking
Right.
moving Greenfield
Right.
porch
porch furniture fucking everywhere again. So she's like, we'll get to it like later in the week. I'm like, cool. Like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, dude, my Aunt Penny got me with that trickery when she invited me over for bagels, and it was like, "Oh, but while you're here, you mind like throwing a 600-pound couch out?"
Yeah, you gonna go dig me a well down in my basement?
Dude, you're going to be getting a bunch of calls for people to need to borrow picnic tables now that we know you got the fancy, nice ones.
It's out there for the world to
You can
know.
rent.
I'm sure
I'll
Eddie,
rent those motherfuckers.
yeah.
Those things ain't cheap.
I'm sure Eddie didn't ask for some on for Sunday.
Yeah, well, Eddie's beat. They're occupied.
They're already rented out.
Yeah, they're rented out. And fucking Southside's trash. I'm
Yeah,
out of there at the end of the month.
good.
Between the shootings and then like the fucking fake homeless. I just went to Starbucks before this. I pulled up on the sidewalk, like on the side street there.
Yeah.
There's some like, I'm not even gonna call her homeless, just some lazy person, dirtball, sitting on the ground, like right in the middle of the sidewalk where I almost like hit her with my car door. I'm like, excuse me. And she was like, and she's like listening to like, you're a crazy bitch, so come that jam, with her feeling all night, you crazy. That jam, you know what jam I'm talking about?
Fuck yeah, but keep singing.
Yeah, you crazy bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, now I do.
Yeah.
She's yeah, I do know. It's on 105.9. That's
Probably 13 times a day.
Yeah.
So she's blasting that from her iPhone, smoking a fucking Newport, fucking sitting Indian
That's high
style
class.
in the
That's
middle,
what I was saying. That's
in
a
the
Cadillac
middle of the
cigarettes.
sidewalk. She was like, "Hey, do you have any change?" Lifts her ass up and farts. And I'm like, dude, if you were a dude, I'd
earned a
kick
change.
you.
She
I
earned
know
it.
she didn't. I was furious.
She farted.
I just got off the phone with my mom about these fucking picnic tables. And now I got some lady hassling me for $1.
Farting on
Yeah,
you.
I'm trying to get my iced coffee and get to a podcast.
How old was she?
31.
And she just gave up to the point where like I'm just gonna fart on people.
I don't even think I don't know if she knew. I think she tried to sneak it out before like I could see it.
Yeah.
Because you know what I mean. Because then
Yeah.
she like put her cheek down all fast. Like I just saw you lift your fucking whole left ass cheek to like get a what? You don't want to fart into the cement?
You're already sitting on the ground.
You're butt
Just a
badge.
cardboard sign asking for change.
Not even a sign.
No sign.
No sign.
I got no
Just
respect.
pure laziness.
Hey, just an iPhone, a pack of Newports.
Dude, if,
Yeah.
if you got a pack of Newports, is like
That's
the,
like
14 bucks.
$11.
yeah. If she was smoking Mavericks or something, maybe
No,
I'll give you the
so it was-
benefit of the doubt.
It was
you know?
Newies. I know what a Newie smells like.
Right, and that's the thing. They probably know, like people know now. Like if you don't have money, just go down Southside, sit and badger people for money. You can get $30.
Sure.
What do you think it would take to like take it back over, like get it back to where like it's not such a shithole right now?
I have
it
a plan.
down.
I can't. I can't say
burn
it on
it
this
down.
podcast.
All right.
Well, okay, that settles that.
That question.
Yeah. I mean, they had a meeting today.
Did they?
And it didn't go well at Carson City. All the bar owners were there. I was driving by, the news was out front, and I was like, man, I'm about to roll in as a concerned citizen because I was just interested. You know what I mean? And Marcus called me right after, and he told me all about it. The businesses aren't happy.
No,
they're going to lose. Yeah, because
they're not
they got
happy.
the most to lose. Who are they talking to? Like the councilman or?
So yeah, you'll get your police chief, the guy, the representative that's always on TV for the police was down there. This was interesting. Like there was 10 representatives from Duquesne and Pitt, so the colleges are involved. So they're getting because they can't have one of their kids get fucking a student get shot. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, we over here.
That's not good for recruitment.
Not good for enrollment.
Yeah.
And Southside's such a huge draw. Like, I mean, you know what I mean? Like Pitt, like over in Oakland stuff, you have a couple things, but for Duquesne, Southside is it. You got to
everybody
walk
lives
across
in Southside.
Right.
To go
Well,
to
but
Duquesne.
like you said, they walk over that 10th Street Bridge.
Right.
It's party time.
Right.
Party time. So yeah, it didn't. From what I heard, it did not go over well. But
Oh, I'm sure they're.
It
they're
didn't go over
steaming.
well for who? Like
for anybody, like they didn't come to
They were just
they
screaming
were
at each
screaming.
other,
They
yeah.
weren't screaming at each other. They were screaming at
the
people
yeah.
in charge, the politicians. And then, if they have any idea, if you have an idea, say them. And they start saying them. And well, we can't. It's getting a little crazy. Fucking, and then they just. Nothing got resolved. They're going to keep the traffic patterns the same way on the weekend.
Dude, when I seen that dude sleeping around that, it's like that tree that's like on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
He like put a tarp around it like a teepee,
Yeah.
and that was his crib.
Dude.
I'm like, this ain't right.
It's out of control.
Dude,
I feel like Joe Rogan.
yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm fucking out of here.
Well, Saturday or Sunday morning.
North Hills is Austin.
Dude, Sunday morning, I had like a bunch of running around to do, so I went to 12 early to go clean it early, and like they were out in full effect. It was 5:30 in the morning, and they were out roaming.
What the
They-
Macedonians?
Nah, they're like just regular like homeless, but like they're like
You can't even call them homeless. 'cause
you don't even know. I think
I-
they all live in like either like
You never see them sleeping
It's like a
on the
life-
street.
it's like a lifestyle.
Yeah, it's like they got debit cards.
yeah, and like I'm like dude, they're just walking around like checking all the doors to all the bars. You know what I mean? Like and I'm like, dude, like they gotta protect Southside because you take Southside away from Pittsburgh. What's a younger person to do? What's going to draw youth to
Well,
Pittsburgh?
there's no bars in the strip.
Well,
When
the
we were
strip,
younger,
the strip.
used to
That's
be
what
a thing.
happened. The strip. The strip got
the
killed.
strip's back. The strip's cracking again.
Is it?
Oh,
I'm an old guy,
Yeah,
so.
yeah. The strip's.
You got
It's
two-
great. It's great news for Lawrenceville. It's great news for the strip. You know what I mean?
Bad news for Southside.
Bad news for Southside. It's,
What's
it's South.
cracking in the strip?
I mean, you got Coupe de Ville. You got there's a few things. There's a new
guess-
golf simulator place down there. There's fucking lefties.
Lefties,
I don't know.
is
There's
sweet.
Roland's. There's places to Cavo. I mean, there's places in the strip to
the
go.
Beer Hive.
The Beer
I
Hive.
used to go. That
There-
was,
that was your
my
spot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to go there and do it up in Mike's.
I don't
Yeah.
know. The strip. I mean, the strip isn't. Don't get me wrong.
Not like it
None of
used to.
these places are Carson Street.
Right.
But I don't know what the game plan is. I don't know how they're really going to enforce it. They got to start. They got to figure something out because it's a shithole up.
It's a Wild West
They're
out
chasing Jack Welsh out of there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Old Southside Jack's
Who'd have
gone.
thunk it?
Yep. Gone forever. Dust in the wind.
Fart in the wind. Just
Fart in the wind. Yeah.
That was your going away present. She biffed on you.
Dude, you really have to fart
She was like, "Ain't you that dude from Greenfield 5 podcast?"
Jeez Louise, lady. Have some fucking class.
Come on, dude.
She's
Talking about
sitting on the sidewalk and
asking for change. Yeah, you didn't like you seen her on fucking what's that place you all eat at the fucking expensive restaurant downtown.
Capitol Grill.
Yeah, ain't like she was on Capitol Grill, fucking dressed to the nines.
farting on that sidewalk.
Yeah, she was just some fucking homeless chick smoking a half a cigarette. And Jack's like, show some class. Get hold of yourself.
Sitting in a puddle.
You're better than this.
And then she shat herself.
Fucking those poor leggings.
Oh,
Can't
he-
imagine what they smell like.
Oh, dude, she blew out them britches. Them britches ain't been changed in a
That's
New
spa-
York
That's
minute.
spandex. That's spandex is thin.
Oh.
They weren't no Lululemons either.
They're like pantyhose now.
They were the
dude.
fucking Five Below leggings.
Yeah, and she's just blowing farts out of it. You know what I mean? It's deteriorating.
Those Five Below leggings can't handle too many farts.
It's just cheese grated
We're
farts.
talking, we're talking farts, possible prostitution, sitting on the grind. Them motherfuckers can't last 36 hours.
No
you know what I
way.
off for $5 or below. They
No,
can't.
and she ain't shaving them legs, so she's getting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Barbed
You
wire.
said the hairs are like poking
Whiskers.
through.
Oh yeah.
Yuck.
Ugh.
Yeah.
So how was the coffee? Is the Starbucks still good?
Yeah, no, it was good.
No, that's
I love that Starbucks.
Was it worth the fucking fart?
That's one thing I am gonna miss. Like I walk in there, I'm like Norm from Cheers in there. You know, like, oh Jack, and I'm hey, what's up, guys? And I like jip the line, they hand me my shit. It's fucking fantastic. Now I got to go out to fucking yuppie ass North Hills and get started a whole new rapport with a whole new
Yeah.
Starbucks. I wish I could like have them like call and give them a referral. Like, hey, Jack's coming up
Tell
here. He's
him
a regular.
tell
Tell
him
him I'm
I'm
coming. Yeah,
That would be nice.
yeah, that would be sweet. It's tough when you
Well,
get like when you.
if you have a, it'd be nice if you had a card and you're like you got like a customer review, like you know what I mean? Could you like?
Well, you have the app and you get all the points and stuff, but I wish they could. Yeah, I wish I could be like, hey, like I was the man down in Southside. I like to be the man up here.
Yeah.
It's gonna take some time.
But like I left. I'm gonna let you know right now if there's any bitches out there farting. Like it's probably gonna be the deal closer. I will not be coming back.
Yeah, I don't think they're sitting on the side. I don't even know if they have sidewalks up there.
They probably got a nice drive.
It's probably at a shopping center.
It's a
I
drive.
think
It's a drive through.
in a shopping center.
Yeah,
right?
in a shopping center. Yep.
Yeah, they don't have sidewalks for that reason in particular.
Yeah, 'cause they don't want. Yeah,
They don't want no old.
That's how you get rid of homeless people. Get rid of the fucking
She
sidewalks.
wasn't even old. That's the fucking thing. It was crazy.
Did she look old though? Like she had a
No,
rough life.
no, she looked like she just like got tired and sat
No,
down.
she
and
was just like
put
hungover.
on fucking Pandora because that bitch didn't have Apple Music. I'll tell you that. She ain't paying $9.99 a month for that.
There was a
You
commercial.
crazy
after the
bitch.
song.
Yeah, right. And she was like, "You got any dollars or something?" I don't have anything like that. I'm never rude to like homeless or
You
anything.
should
I
like,
usually,
hit that cigarette.
yeah.
If a homeless person
You should have farted right back in her face.
I wish I was loaded.
yeah, if you would have fucking dropped one right on her and say, "How's that feel?"
Yeah.
I got a colon transplant.
Wish-
How's that?
Yeah.
How's that taste, you dumb bitch?
How fresh is that? I wish I still had my colostomy bag. I would have gave her a little spray.
little squirt.
Yeah, how's that?
Super Soaker
Yeah, you-
2000, poke a pinhole.
Yeah, you got problems. Give me $1.
Yeah, yeah. You just got jacked. You get covered in shit
She would
water.
have been scared straight after that.
Like a
She would have got her
She
shit.
got up and went to work.
But she would have went home taking a shower.
If the
first.
public's spraying you down with the colostomy bag, you're gonna get a job the next day.
Oh, dude. That would be such a great fucking reality TV show. You got jacked. It's just Jack walking around spraying you with his colostomy bag.
Oh man, I don't want that thing back. I don't even want to say that, Carmen. I said I wish I had it. Just kidding. So the Steelers Hall of Fame weekend.
Yeah, that was, I mean, dude, obviously Troy Polamalu, that was like the best speech I've ever heard in my life.
He knows how to get the. I don't get too fired up about like Pittsburgh Steeler football anymore. But I mean, I got my dick moving a little bit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It was a good speech. I didn't see Cowher's speech.
I did.
Did you?
I thought they replayed Cowers. I thought that one was not as good, but I thought it was equally good, and he touched on like valid points. Like I love when they give credit to people who don't get. Like he called out like Marty Schottenheimer who coached him. You know what I mean? Like you're like out of nowhere. I'm like, you never hear no one talk about Marty Schottenheimer. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
it's just it's crazy like the coaching tree and the player
Yeah.
tree, how it all comes together. NFL's small as fuck, so like
yeah. It was like
then
there was,
Vanica too, right?
yeah, and Bill Nunn.
Yeah,
who I
Bill
don't-
Nunn. Bill Nunn was like the main dude who
He was
like.
the last dude from the Steel Curtain, right?
No. He
No,
was a
he's a-
recruiter.
Yeah, he's the dude who like found dudes in like small like
Joe Green.
black
Like
schools like
Okay.
Mel Blunt. Like dude, he like found like dudes from them like them heritage schools
There's
that
like a
nobody was even looking at.
Major scout.
Major scout.
yeah, huge. He
I
like
didn't-
changed
yeah.
the scouting game because
Okay.
then
I
dudes
thought he
started
played. I
going.
didn't know who that was.
I didn't know the.
That was the
I thought
older
it
black guy,
dude-
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
who his son was Radio Raheem in that one movie. He's like an actor. He was in New Jack City too. You know what I'm
I
talking
seen
about?
New Jack City.
So did I.
The dude who like stuttered. You know what I'm saying? The dude who's,
No idea.
Not the crackhead dude.
no, the dude who like stuttered, but he had like gold teeth.
I think I know. Oh yeah, I know
That's his
exactly.
son.
That big dude.
Yeah,
yeah,
he's from
yeah.
the Hill District.
Yeah, I've heard. I think I've heard that
Yeah.
before actually. Yeah, I know who you're talking
I
about.
try to throw some stutter in there.
But they said there wasn't one mention of Ben throughout like, anybody's speeches.
Yeah, I mean, what was Bill Cowher going to say about Ben?
Yeah, I seen people talking shit on Twitter about it, but like, yeah, why would Troy bring up Ben? Why would?
Well, Troy brought up the bus, but that's because they shared a locker, I suppose, or some shit like that. they said.
Okay.
And
yeah.
then that Super Bowl when they went to Detroit, that was such a big deal. And then like,
Is
yeah,
Cowher a Hall of Fame coach? Does that
Yes.
does that seem? Does it seem a little like a stretch to you?
my
He won.
opinion,
He won
yes.
one. He lost. What did he won one and lost one?
Yeah.
He lost to the-
95 in
yeah.
the Cowboys.
So I mean, if then Tallman's automatic then.
Tallman's
If
gonna be a
in-
Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I mean, if Tallman doesn't win another game,
Yeah, but
Tallman's in then.
Tallman's like regular season record. I know it doesn't mean shit, but it's like
No, Tallman's a
Pretty
Hall.
fucking-
I mean, Tallman's never had a losing season.
No,
Right.
but I mean, I think if you look at Tallman too, like I mean,
This is
along with
me not like going on. I don't know what the numbers are.
But I'm saying, like, if you look at like their impact off the field, I feel like Bill Cowher helped impact those players' lives. As bad as like people try to shit on Tomlin, I feel like Tomlin does the best he can with those players, like trying to guide them in the right direction.
I think Tallman's a great
No,
coach.
you
I
know
love
what?
Tallman.
I
I just
thought-
don't know if a Hall of Fame. I don't know. It
Listen,
seems like Hall of Fame. One
gave-
Super Bowl gets you in a Hall of Fame these days.
He won one, he lost one, and he has like no losing.
But look how he
seasons.
manages his players. Everybody thought that he's a player's coach. He kissed everybody's ass with Lev Bell and Antonio Brown. As soon as they left, they were like, these dudes are cancerous. How the fuck did Tomlin keep them together for so
yeah,
long?
right.
Look,
You know what I mean? So
No, that's
everybody
true.
thought it was his fault, but motherfucker, he was the glue keeping that shit together.
Right.
Not
My
that they
point-
won any Super Bowls.
Yeah, my
with
point
them.
isn't. I'm not shitting on Tallman. My point is, if Cowher gets in, Tallman has to get in.
Yeah, Tallman's in. Well, for that, he won as much as Cowher plus the longevity. I mean,
Yeah.
dude,
Right.
being with the same team.
I mean, he's not Belichick. Belichick's like Babe
That's-
Ruth.
Right, and like yeah, right. Nobody's Belichick.
Right.
So I guess one Super Bowl gets you in. I don't know. I feel like you got to have two.
I don't know. I felt like when Cowher, I mean, that's because I'm a Pittsburgh person. I'm like, he deserves. I guess if I lived in another place, I would have a viewpoint like that. But like, just from living here and like growing up with Cowher, he was who we grew up with. We really didn't grow up with Chuck Noll. We were little kids.
Right.
You know, Cowher's like the first one. Like I relate. It's like, oh man, you know, Coach Cowher.
Yeah, and he was from Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
that
he was
didn't
from
hurt any.
Crafton. You know what I
that
mean?
didn't hurt.
It was like the Pittsburgh dream.
You're saying there's a low standard.
I don't know. It seems
I don't
it seems a
know.
little low.
If he didn't get in,
I'd have to look up and see what other
He
coaches are
didn't coach
in.
super long either. He kind of
That's
got
what I
out of the
mean.
game and he was done, which good for him.
He went on top.
He seems a lot happier than like them other
Sure.
dudes.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, he never.
and he can command anything he wants if he goes back to coaching.
He ain't going back.
It's
It's
too late.
I'm just-
The
no,
ship
it's-
has sailed now.
that
No
ship
way.
has definitely sailed.
Yeah.
How old is he?
It doesn't matter
It's-
how old
it's-
he's been out of the game
for
too
so
long.
long.
Yeah, it's different.
The
game.
game's totally
Yeah, that's
changed.
true. I didn't think of that.
He would go back and hate it immediately.
Yeah.
The things like Troy was saying that like how like you put your team, like referring to like them as your brothers, like you put them first ahead of yourself. Like I'm like, dude, like shit, like saying shit like that was like definitely like,
Get you going.
yeah, like I'm
Run
like
through a wall.
like it remind me of the '95 Cougars. That like,
Right.
the Cougars come first.
Yeah, he was like, dude, you protect your brothers even from themselves if you have to.
Yeah, he had some good lines. I walk past those kids like fucking. We do a podcast right by the field.
Yeah,
like a football
Baldwin
field. Yeah,
PD
and
football. Yeah,
there's they're practicing every night when we come up here, and I just want to go up to them like, these are the best days of your life.
Yeah.
Don't let this pass you by because it's
Yeah.
gonna be over before you know it.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're gonna
You'd
be
be
paying
playing-
$220 Comcast bills every month.
You planning your
have homeless
40th
chicks
birthday
falling
party.
on you.
Yeah.
Dude, but I like what Troy said the most. He was like, when like the older like players from like the other generations were like, yeah, you could have played with us. He was
That's
like,
a good line.
That's a good line.
Yeah,
That's a
he's
good
like, that's
line.
the ultimate compliment.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he like complimented like Mike Logan when he was like, you know, even though I was coming in to take his position, he taught me everything he knew and sacrificed himself.
Yeah, he's like,
to
nobody
make me a
trains
better player.
nobody trains you or trains their
replacement.
Nobody wants to, at least, you know.
And he was like talking about McKeesport Mike. Like I was just, it was just like made you feel like it was such a brotherhood. Like I'm not saying it's not now. I'm not in the fucking Steelers locker room. It just seemed like it was a lot.
No, you could tell when there's not a ton of chemistry and it splits. Like that matters, dude. It matters.
But-
Yeah, I mean,
also-
we're looking back at with nostalgia.
But dude, they
Yeah, right.
listen. He brought up a stat. I think like 9 out of 11 years in a row, they were the number one defense overall in the league. Like that builds a camaraderie. If you're the fucking baddest
Yeah.
dudes on the
Is Dick
block,
LeBeau there? Is he still
Yeah.
alive?
yeah, he
He's
is
still
still
alive,
looking
yeah.
good.
Right?
Hey, didn't he?
He
presented
He
Oh, did
presented
he?
Troy. Yeah,
Okay,
that's
I
what
just
I thought,
just
yeah.
saw the like you know the clip of the speech. I don't
Yeah, he
watch it
presented
live.
he brought him up.
Yeah, he gave him a
The,
ton of love.
the Yinzers were out up there. It looked
Oh,
like.
yeah.
Croft was up.
Or
Yeah,
Billy-
He
William
was
J.
putting-
Crawfish,
Yeah,
yeah.
he was putting some pics up. I've never been up there. Seems like a long fucking day.
I've been up there, but not for the inductions. I just went up to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. How was the card show this week?
Oh, dude. So, all right, everybody, all our listeners probably know by now, like, I got into doing sports trading cards. I love to do it. This weekend was the first opportunity I got to go to a show. It was Toya Palooza out in Cheswick. When they do it again next year, you guys got to check it out. I posted a little bit about it. But anyway, this Toya Palooza out in Cheswick, it's in this indoor sports arena. It's fucking packed. I was the only dude there selling sports cards. Everyone else had vintage
That
toys.
seems crazy.
Right. There was a dude next to me who had cards, but he had like wrestling cards. Like not like I had like pro sports cards. He had wrestling cards, and some of the shit I had priced like I wanted to sell everything I had there. Like some of it I just wanted to get rid of, so it was priced pretty cheap. So like I was like, especially for the kids, I had a couple of these Charizard Pokemans, and like I'm not a Pokemon guy, so I'm like I'll just get rid of them for $10. So I end up selling one. This other kid comes over and like he's walking past the booth and he's like looking at it, and I'm like kind of looking at him, and he just grabs it and like just starts walking away. So I'm like yo. So then I come out around the sidewalk like 5 steps. I'm like, give me back that card. He's like, Dad, will you buy this for me? And his dad looked like such a fucking douche. I could tell right away his dad, you know what I mean? He had that look. He's like, no, we'll wait. We'll come back at the end. He was like, that's when they make the deals because they have to get rid of it. I was like, well, you're wrong, Dad.
Do you think that Dad
Put him
set him over to go steal that card?
Now, looking back,
Now that I know the story,
I think the dad probably said, like, you know what I mean? That's their move. They
Yeah.
might be little two con artists. He has a 7-year-old piece of shit kid, and he's a 40-year-old piece of shit man. So
No
you know what I
doubt.
mean?
Yeah.
Combine it together, it's 47 years of pieces of shit. So
two pieces of shit.
right. So
The mom's probably not much better.
no, the mom actually was like, they were like, how much? I was like, it's $10. He was like, we'll come back later and get. And the mom made a face, kind of like, just get the fucking card for him. The kid was like, oh, he's like, and he told his kid, like, we're gonna get back cheaper so you can get other stuff. So
He's like, I'm gonna get a bag of meth tonight.
yeah, so like karma was gonna kill this dude. So then about like an hour later, this other guy comes up with his 2 sons. They're the nicest fucking people in the world. They end up buying a decent amount of cards off me, like a couple $100 worth. And we're like, and his son, one son wanted the one Pokemon, and I'm like, dude, like I'm about to just give it to him. The dad's like, what do you want for it? I'm like, dude, I just want $10. Dad was like, we'll take it. As he's coming over, as he's picking, the kid picks up the Pokemon. Here comes fucking douchebag dad, round the side with $8 in his hand, not 10. What I was asking for, 8. He goes, "Here, I'll take that Pokemon." I said, "I just sold it to that kid right there." He said, "Well, you got any more back there?" I said, "Nope, that was the last one, boss." And he was like,
Fantastic.
his fucking kid went completely insane and started jumping and screaming and like stomping the ground saying, "Dad, I knew we should have bought it. Why didn't we buy it?" And then his wife starts getting on him like, "You should have just bought the fucking card."
$2, dickhead.
$2.
And the wife's like pissed at him. He's screaming. They come over, like people were like they had like people working at the store, like security, like they say the kids, they're like looking at him. He's like grabs his kid's arm and they fucking leave. I was like, that's what you get, you fucking sack of
scumbag.
shit.
now your Sunday's fucked over $2.
They were walking around like, dude, I'm thinking like those cards on eBay go for like 25. I was just like selling for 10 because I got them real cheap, trying to be nice to
You
the
had some
kids.
dead stock. You're trying to get it out.
Yeah, $10, dude. That's a fair deal.
Dude,
And, like,
I don't mean to cut you off, but the power move to come over with the $8 out,
Furious.
yeah,
like you're just gonna take it.
dude,
Yeah,
I would.
you need that.
He
$8.
wasn't even
I would
asking.
have taken it home with me.
Listen, he wasn't fucking getting that card for $8, and I don't even think I would have fucking sold it to him, dude. I was, he was a
wouldn't.
fucking dork. He was some like fucking older like douchebag wannabe. Like he had a fucking ponytail. Like get the fuck out of here.
Fucking
Like,
scram,
cuz for
buddy.
you, 12.
Yeah, I was like,
1,400.
I was so happy to tell him, like, no, I just sold it to that kid right there. So the kid had to look at the other kid holding it, happy as fuck, with all these other cards they just bought off me, and he started fucking screaming.
Should have been like for $5.
Yeah,
I gave it to them.
Yeah.
if I would have seen that kid ask for it, and he was trying to give me the 8, I would have just handed it to the kid, like, just take it. It's
Yeah.
yours. But yeah, dude, he tried to give me the old $8. I mean, who the fuck are you to get?
Yeah, like dude, like even like dude, like you're gonna go for 8 now? Like no, like he's just gonna hand you
And it was-
a 5 and 3 ones. He had 5 and 3 ones on him.
Insane.
To put
I've been
it,
so mad.
probably
I was
had
when he
all
was telling me about it. I was like getting mad.
dude, the principle of it too, like everything I had there was priced to sell. Like I sold a lot of shit within 2 hours. Like the show was 7 hours long, but 2 hours into it, I was almost out of everything. Just because, for one, I was the only person that was sports cards, which made it fucking super easy to sell them. And two, they were priced to sell. There was a dude next to me, and he sold like $30 worth of stuff, but it was like weird shit. And it was priced real high, you know. And his dad tried taking him over. He's like, I don't want anything. Yes, I want the Charizard. And they were like, oh, now we're gonna pick up your sister. She's down Southside farting on people. Let's go. You know? I hope his daughter's a fucking drug addict laying on the ground in Southside, sucking dick for Newport, you piece of scum. If you're listening to the podcast, but it was a,
But if you're listening, like and subscribe.
Yeah, right.
But
if you're, but yeah, and that's something else. Everybody better start doing is please. There's every week we're getting 150 to 200 views on YouTube. Please just hit that like button, please, and listen. Tell someone else about the podcast this month. This is Spread the Word month. You're going to tell one of your fucking friends to sign up. We're starting it right now. You're going to like it. Leave a thumbs up underneath under the comment section and tell a friend.
we're going to start fucking spam emailing all of you.
Yeah. We're going to
Every fucking day. Greenfield's Finest Podcast. Greenfield's Finest Podcast. We don't even have an email. We'll get one.
Yeah, we're going to start, and then we're going to start fucking entering every contest in the world and badgering you to vote for us. The election's off the hook with that, so just spread the word about us.
Controversy in Fort Lauderdale. Eddie Coyne listened to the podcast last week.
Yeah.
He acts like I'm withholding some information.
Let's hear it.
From what I hear, you were acting like a diva.
Oh.
I wasn't acting like a diva. I mean, listen, maybe, but like I was right. So we bought this house, where we rented this house. House is sweet.
Yeah.
A lot of rooms. Like there was enough. There was 5 rooms, so 3 dudes got their own room, and then like 4 dudes had to share a room. Whatever. I don't care if I have to share a room. I'm fine with that. But there's rooms that usually when we go to a place, it's either a hotel or like every room has 2 beds. No, there was significantly better rooms. There was like a master bedroom with a balcony overlooking like this little like grotto of water, own bathroom, fucking like shower. Each single bedroom had its own bathroom. Like there was major advantages to having like a single room.
Right.
It was just way nicer. We all paid the same. So we went to the grocery store before we went to the house just so we had shit for the week. So like I'm unloading and these dudes just like run in and just like throw their shit on like a bed. Eddie takes like the master bedroom, and then Ears takes like another suite room. And they're like,
You
yeah,
weren't having
man,
that.
real world rules. And I was like, what? I was like, no fucking way, dude. I was like, we're pulling names out of a hat. And Ears start throwing fucking a little hissy fit. I went fucking bananas on him. And then everyone else is like, yeah, like, all right, yeah, that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah, the couple dudes are like, I really don't give a fuck. I'm like, well, I do. I do. I bought my own room. You know, I just did. Like,
Or at least an opportunity.
an opportunity to get mine. I'm not going to cry like a little baby if I don't get it, but like, yeah, I want that fucking. I fucking go to the bathroom 14 fucking times a day.
Right.
You know, and I would like my own. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Like, and,
My own shitter.
yeah, I love to have my own shitter. So I saw them like, they were like, all right, dude, we'll pull the names in a hat. So then I write all the names down, tear them up, put them in a hat. Conklin picks first. Or Eddie pulls his name out of the hat. Conklin gets first, and he was like, "Well, I'll take the big room."
Yeah.
And I was like, obviously. And then I think Ears got one, and then someone else, and then Twitch got one, and then now everybody is pumped because they got the fucking room they wanted. I had to split a room, which is fine.
Who'd you room with?
Me and Andy, fine, no big deal. I could have roomed with any. They're all, we're all friends. I don't care. I just you're just not running into the sweet room and throwing your shit down. Am I right or wrong about that?
No, you're 100% right. You can't just.
We all paid the same amount of money. It was fucking.
We're not animals.
Right. It was expensive too. It was almost like $1,000 a person. So fucking whatever. I ended up splitting a room. The reason I had to end up splitting a room because I'm so fucking stupid. I didn't write my own fucking name down in the hat. Fucking moron. So I fucked myself. But like whatever, it is what it is. And fucking new Jack, fucking old Jack would have never brought this up. Blah blah blah. I'm like, yes, he would have. Like there's fair and there's fucking fair, dude. Like it takes 2 seconds. 2 seconds and it's over.
I agree.
I was right.
Yeah,
I was right. There's no.
I
and then everybody said I was right.
See,
You know what
I
I
was
mean?
gonna say, I thought you were gonna say that you wrote your name on every piece of paper. So
I should
every
have.
time I pulled it out, like,
Yeah,
that's Jack.
And that's how like unselfish I am. I don't even remember. I'm worried about other dudes getting
That's,
a fair
you
chance.
know, you're a
you
giver.
know what I mean?
No, I'm
like a social worker.
I think we're gonna get to the core of this issue. I think when you seen Ears,
That was it.
I knew it.
That was it. I didn't care. Eddie. When I seen Ears just go and throw
With his armpit hair.
after
and
I
everything.
just with his armpit hair out after we just waited 2 hours.
He had the balcony room. He was gonna
didn't.
get the
No,
balcony.
Eddie had the balcony room, but he had the second best room. And fucking, he was like unpacking his shit, doing it all. He knew he's being a little slime bag. He was like unpacking his shit, being all fucking fast. So like, I'm already unpacked. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, pack it up, buddy.
Yeah, you better put that
fucking
shit
pack it up.
You better put it in the suitcase that I got off the carousel.
There's a new sheriff in town. Yeah.
I think this situation, if it would have been Andy in that room, I think you would have laughed it off, called him a dick. But I think the ear sent you over the edge.
There might be some validity to that.
Hooray! Hooray! That's all right. Fuck it, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I mean, we've went to rooms before, like Ocean City. Like, sometimes it's usually hashed out. Like, nah, like you know, what I mean, usually sometimes can just,
Right, but
you could sometimes talk it out.
Most of the time, they're relatively the same. There's two
Right,
fucking
right.
beds. Like this one, we spent some fucking loot on, and like there were some sweet ass fucking rooms that I wanted a piece of. I would have jerked off all weekend,
All over the place.
all over the place. Cover those walls.
On that balcony.
Yeah, now me and Andy are jerking off next to each other like
Like a couple of sickos.
Yeah,
Like you're 14 again.
Yeah, we're grabbing corners like we're having a sleepover party in the 8th grade.
The good old days.
If you haven't jerked off with your friends, you don't have real friends.
Have you ever lived?
Speaking of jerking off, they're selling dick imprints
That's fucking insane. For gray sweatpants.
for gray sweatpants. There's like, you know how they'd have those little like fake chicken boobs?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's no.
Leave it
I
together.
knew you'd like this one. Fucking, so you could like stick it to your like wiener, and it's an imprint, and so then you have a sweet dick print.
Looks like you got a major hammer.
Like a major
Hammer.
cowtail. Major
Yeah.
cowtail, as the women call it.
Yeah. I mean, our gray sweats are awesome for the wiener. If you threw one of those bad boys in there,
I mean,
you're
there's-
turning some heads.
You're definitely gonna get laid.
Yeah, well, yeah, until they find your fake chicken.
Yeah, until they find your fake dick.
Your fake dick print.
Some chick grabs your fucking rubber unit.
Pulls the crocodile Dundee on you.
Yeah, there was like on like I think they were selling them on Amazon or something too. I'm like,
They-
what the fuck? I didn't click the link.
No, but they sell
But
weird-
usually those fat kid deals, that's what it was on in the fucking. Usually the links to Amazon. So I'm like, are these? Selling?
and there's definitely someone out. I mean, they've sold some.
No doubt.
Let's be honest. They
Dude,
fucking
people are
sold
so fucking strange.
so vain. They're like, dude, I thought calf implants were weird. Now you're wearing fucking fake dicks around.
Cock implants.
Yeah, not even an implant, just a fake.
It
'cause
looked,
you're gonna
exactly
find
like
out.
a chicken breast.
Yeah.
With the girls when they put them in their bras.
Yeah,
and
the chickens. Yeah.
Yeah, the
It
little
almost
chicken
feels like
tits.
flesh.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
flesh colored.
You could TF them. If you had two of those, and no one was home. You could have
In
a
case somebody
party.
goes for a grab.
Yeah, I would imagine those things get pretty hot. They'll heat they would heat your wiener up.
Oh yeah, because it's rubber.
It's like putting a
It's
sandwich
not-
bag on your cock.
Yeah.
No, dude, it's not like I mean, it's fucking thick.
Yeah.
It's a mold.
It's a nice item.
Yeah, I mean, whoever's
It's
cock,
it's nicely made.
whoever's cock it was molded after has a beautiful cock. But I mean, like,
Straight.
yeah, it's just right down the middle. You know what I mean? No fucking around corners for that cock. But
Dude, I'll tell you what, dude. If you've
Wish
been
I had a
watching-
golf ball that straight.
If you've been watching the Olympics, dude, I mean, there's a lot of anatomy showing.
Yeah,
You think?
Dude, but the runners, dude.
Oh yeah, Jesus, yeah.
Yeah, dude. Like I'm like,
A lot of bean satchel.
Yeah.
oh
I
yeah.
don't feel like it used to be like that. I feel like they probably had something under their back in the day.
I
Now
think there was
everyone-
something like it's like tight, but like
loose. Yeah, it's
tight
tight.
but loose. Yeah,
it's,
like
it's tight, but it's like loose
They got the
around that
pocket,
area.
right,
Yeah,
right.
They
it's
got like
just
the pocket.
for like some air and dick.
They got the cocket.
Those dudes
Yeah.
from them underdeveloped countries have huge cocks.
They have overdeveloped penises.
Yeah, dude. If you come from like a third, like if you see a dude running from Somalia, he got a giant cock. You know what I mean? You
Yeah, he weighs 83 pounds, but he got a 5.
82 of its cock. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. There's a lot of dicks when it comes to track and field.
yeah. I thought it was a
Especially
little,
the
I don't know
hurdles,
if it was a little
smacking
extra this
off the
year. I don't know if the
hurdles.
cameraman was like
'Cause, like,
focusing on it,
when the
or
swimming-
maybe I was focusing on it.
When
I
you
don't-
see the swimming, you really don't see dicks like that. They wear those long, like the skin tight, like board shorts
Yeah.
on it that come past their knees, and I feel like you don't see the dicks the way
plus
you
they're
do.
coming out of the pool.
Not great for dicks.
Not great for dicks.
Yeah.
No.
You might need the mold for that.
Yeah.
Like, just for that's what it should be for, like to put it in just when you get out of the pool.
It might fuck up your aerodynamics.
Yeah,
I would definitely fuck up your aerodynamics.
Yeah, you're
That's
dragging
why
your
you're-
anchor.
Yeah,
my dick's
Fall.
smart. It just knows
that
to
thing
shrink.
falls in
bro.
between your taint. It's just like it's like dragging it.
So you get a brush burn when you're kicking.
It's like crawling up your ass.
You're like I'm ripping up some current.
Salt life.
We so I got Seamus in on the Laney prank, the nighttime sleeping routine. Talking the slides.
Yeah.
So like it's cold. I went away. Then it's hard to remember to do all the time because it's made up. You know what I mean? So like fucking Seamus shoots me a text message like last night at like 9 o'clock. I like told him to. He said he was like thinking about doing it, and I was like, no, that's a great idea doing it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, look at this. Seamus telling me how great this fucking works, and she was like, wow, that's like crazy. And I was like, it's crazy you don't do it. So I'm like, out there like doing it, you know what I mean? And I was like, she's like, do you want me to do it? I'm like, I don't want you to do it at this point. How about that? And she was like about to, and I was like, no, I don't want you to. I wouldn't like catch her doing it by herself. You know what I mean? To really
you get out
her.
the shower. And
Yeah, I don't want to I don't want to like be the one to push her over the edge to do it. But for all I know, she could know about this.
She
And
might
could
have done it.
She could be just playing along too. 'Cause
Yeah.
she got a fucked up brain too,
Right. Right. Her
So-
friend could have leaked. The Shy Girls could have leaked this.
big time.
Yeah, they listened. They could have leaked.
They could have leaked it, but the Shy Girls love a good joke too.
Right, so they might let it go.
Yeah, but yeah, Seamus sent me that text message. It was fucking fantastic, and she was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "I got everybody doing it." And then I seen this TikTok where like this fucking stupid TikToker was saying like, "Yeah, before bed at night, I like to leave stress and I like shake," and she was like for like 10 minutes. And I was like, I sent it to Lena. I was like, see, it's just like my slide. She's like, well, it's nothing like that, but okay.
So she was basically having
She
a
was just
seizure.
having a seizure.
She's a
And
black
she said
belt.
She said it was good for it's good to like release or like stress or whatever.
She sounds like she took a big hit of
Dude,
crack.
try to
I like to do this before I go to bed.
and then stay up for 3 days.
Dude, that rattles your cage when you do that.
My nugget just hit the sides.
Yeah.
I thought I heard your teeth clink
Yeah.
together.
My brain small, so it's like it was hitting off the side.
Our brains are a little loose from all the football hits. You know, I haven't seen it felt like a shake like that in quite some time. But
Since
yeah,
Oklahoma's.
but yeah, let's take a little break here.
All right, everybody, we'll take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to have more Greenfield's Finest podcast. Man, the other day I went to the hunting supply store and I got a cooter detector and it goes beep, beep, beep. And I'm driving through the south side. Next thing I know, that thing starts going off like crazy. Beep, 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 beep. It took me right into 12 Whiskey Barbecue at 1222 East Carson Street. Man, that cooter detector is the best thing I ever bought. I ain't never seen so much cooter in my life. When I went in there, I couldn't believe my eyes. I never seen so much cooter. I went in there for the cooter, but then I looked at the menu and the food was delicious. Some of the best barbecue in the burg. Not only that, they had every drink I could ever think of. So 12 Whiskey Barbecues filled with cooter, barbecue, and good drinks at 1222 East Carson Street. Make sure you stop down if you like cooter, barbecue, and drinks. 10-4. Hey, what's going on, everybody? You're probably looking outside your house right now, and it probably looks nice. Well, maybe it looks like shit. If it looks like shit, call 412-521-9045, Rosado & Sons Landscaping. And guess what? We just don't do landscaping. That's right, folks. Do you have some concrete outside? It's looking weathered. Maybe your back deck looks like shit. Are you sick and tired of looking outside and seeing shit? Well, did you know that Rosado & Sons also does pressure washing too and free quotes? So call 412-521-9045. It's very affordable and reliable. Make sure this summer get all your projects done and call Rosado & Sons 412-521-9045. Don't hesitate. You'll be late. What's going on, everybody? It's almost that time of the year where you got to go get your sidewalks or your steps fixed. And I don't trust a lot of these idiots out here right now. I really don't. Thank goodness Giuseppe & Sons is in the area, and they're always on the job. If you're looking for any type of masonry work this season coming up, please call Giuseppe & Sons, 412-421-6711, and make sure you tell them Rocco sent you, huh? Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm the host of Greenfield's Finest Podcast, Michael Z. Birdseye-Dell, and I'm not joking around today because I'm looking for your sports cards, sports memorabilia, or silver coins. If you're in the market to buy, sell, or trade, please contact me at 724-732-1644. Maybe you have some old cards laying around, you don't know what to do with them. We'll come over your house, look at them, get them listed, and get some money in your pocket right away. 724-732-1644. No questions asked. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It looks like spring's right around the corner, and them construction projects are popping up. Well, make sure you call Allen Construction, 412-954-8337. Licensed, insured, fully bonded, and they've been around for over 65 years. Make sure you call Allen Construction, 412-954-8337. Get the job done right. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. And we're about to jump into Corn Dick of the Week. Money line. Who be corn dicking this week?
Bam Margera suing Jackass or booting him off the fucking new Jackass. He deserves it. He's a loose cannon.
Yeah, that. And I mean, I was never a big Bam guy. Like, it got old him playing pranks on his parents. I get it, but
I always liked the Phil and April pranks.
What, just beating the shit out of his
Yeah,
dad?
those were funny. And then like they got real staged.
Yeah.
You're right. They did get old. But like he, the first like couple seasons when he's just like
When he was
swinging
smacking him,
Phil,
yeah, that was
funny.
But I mean, like, so he's on drugs. He's had a major drug problem. His life basically is like falling apart. They let him back on, and the stipulations in the contract is a wellness. It said it said he had a certain level of wellness to obtain, which meant they were going to give him a piss test. They piss tested him. It came back for Adderall, which is kind of surprising because Jack just mentioned, like, you'd think it almost would come up for crack or crystal meth.
Yeah, he's doing a lot more than Adderall. I think they're just being nice saying he tested for Adderall.
That's the first thing we found.
Yeah, when Steve-O was fucking a lunatic still, they had like a no coke clause, and like he couldn't, if he did coke during like the, I don't know, second or third Jackass,
It was the
whatever,
second one.
the second one, they would fire him, and they kept him clean during it to get it done. But
Well, it kept
This
him
is-
off coke.
kept him off coke, right? Yeah, not definitely not clean. But I mean, this is the so they're used to shit like this. They know. I mean, they're not dumb dudes. They're like, listen, just don't get fucked up for like, I don't know how long does it take to film a Jackass movie. 2 months, if that.
Right, and you got to be thinking in a sense like this possibly. I think I heard like through reading some articles, they're going so hard in this one. There's a good chance it's the last Jackass.
No. I mean, they're getting paid on this one.
Right. So like, if you're Bam, you haven't had any sorts of income. You have a shitty podcast. You do dumb TikToks. Like,
Look like you're about to die.
you're gonna die, and then so like hang in there, or you're gonna be down south side asking people for cigarettes, farting on them next
Firing
to Starbucks.
farts, yeah, firing farts in the
Right.
cement.
Yeah,
Sidewalk farts.
listening to fucking she's just a crazy bitch.
And this is like these dudes been around the block now, so like they know how they've been beat before, by MTV and shit like
Right.
that, money wise. So like they know how to go get their payday now. No one's you don't get beat fucking 4 times.
Right.
You figure it out and you make some loot. They made some money on the last one I read, and then this one they're definitely making money too. So just Bam just had to be like a semi. They would have carried him through it. You know what I mean? Just don't be a cannon. And he couldn't do it.
Another thing that
Now he's gonna sue him. Now
Right.
he's suing your friends.
yeah, and it looks like an asshole
Yeah,
doing it.
He's in bad shape.
Yeah. 100%. What was it? Oh, something had a, like in my mind, I'm thinking something had to indicate to them, like, I find it hard to believe that it was a random piss test. Like, I feel like he probably did something that was annoying as fuck, or did something to trigger something to be like, we got a piss test.
Or he
We
was
got
just
that.
acting reckless.
Or
something,
or
you
if
know
he
what
was just like, hey, we're gonna piss you once a week. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like whatever.
Or like, damn, Bam,
Yeah, it's not
you
Adder-
look fucked up, buddy.
Yeah.
Right.
Go take a piss for me.
And Adderall ain't gonna do nothing but help you during filming a Jackass movie.
Right.
You ain't gonna drive anybody nuts on Adderall. I don't think anyhow.
Unless you like all of them.
Yeah, unless you do like 70,
All of them.
80 milligrams and just fucking won't shut the fuck up.
Well, them dudes are, you know what I mean? I wouldn't sell him that short. I'd say a guy like that's probably 150 milligrams. If he's going in.
Yeah, that's probably
We're talking
true.
about a guy like jumps off buildings with no parachute.
Yeah, smoking Adderalls. Purdue, Corn Dick. They let too many freshmen come this year. They didn't have enough rooms, so they just start putting like beds in like the common room and like in these dorms, and they're setting up as like cubicles. So like instead of a room, you have your own like cubicle in this like common room.
Like you're in jail.
You pay, yes,
It's bunk bed. No, they're bunk bed cubicles.
yeah, right.
So
yeah,
it's like you're in the
you don't even have your own cubicle. Like, it's like you and your roommate. Like, there's no door, no nothing. It's not even a full.
That's what they do with overcrowded jails.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
right,
It's like
yeah.
the gymnasium turned into the
Yeah, they
house. now.
yeah.
It's like a 5 foot high piece of shit plot. You know what I mean? With that particle board wall,
Right.
and it's just like, I mean, dude, it's just such a joke. Like, I
You
would
have to be furious if you paid all that
Right.
fucking money for
dude. No
Furious.
college is cheap.
Room and board
I
is
don't
like
care, yeah.
crazy money.
Purdue probably ain't cheap. I have no idea
No,
what it is.
the room
but
and board is probably fucking
15.
What's room and board? 15 grand a year.
Probably between 10. I mean, depending on the university.
But it does,
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Yeah.
Give me a
it's
room. If
$500
it's a room, if you want me to pay room and board, give me a room.
It's probably, I'd say 10.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easily, dude. Room and board ain't cheap. And Purdue's not a shitbag. It ain't like you're going.
You
to
figure that's why a
fucking-
lot of people go off campus because it's cheaper.
yeah, true.
But as a freshman, you have to stay on
Right.
campus, right?
Most, yeah, most.
So
Yeah.
they can get that money out of you. You're gonna
Nice
get
little
maybe
shakedown.
1 year, yeah.
Yeah, if they had a room, I'm sure if they had room to keep everybody on campus, that'd be a rule
would
too.
make you, yeah.
They just don't.
I wonder if you're so. Imagine if you're a freshman there now, and you go in and you're like, I don't want to fucking stay here. I wonder if they're like, well, listen, if you can find a place off campus, you can stay.
You would think.
Yeah, like, and we'll refund you your room
Right,
and
like,
board.
no, you got to stay in that cubicle all
Yeah.
I mean
semester.
they might. I mean, you know.
Yeah,
or
you
like
never know.
or we'll move them to like a.
Talk about a bad
like
jerk off situation.
I can promise you, yeah, you're picking a corner there,
60,
but
Yeah.
60 people. That'd be real. Some people might
all
like
those
that.
shoes and all those socks in
Yeah.
that room.
Farts.
Farts. You got
Snoring.
that would be
snoring.
hell, dude. You can't get no
Idiots
trim.
fucking playing music.
Playing their own
you got the
acoustic
hit-
music.
What if you get like a big music guy that just plays? There's people that play music
No,
all day long.
You
Wow.
got the hippie dude that's like burning incense and shit. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's gonna. He has like a fucking tie-dyed smock.
the
hanging on
nerd
the
girl
wall.
that needs wants to study for the first week, and she's
Mm-hmm.
freaking out and she's bitching because everybody's fucking having a good time, and she's, I ain't gonna read my syllabus.
Everyone's all hopped up on fucking on Adderall, drinking. You know what I mean?
High noons.
Yeah. Drinking toilet wine.
Adderall and high noons. That's a nice little Saturday. I'll get your Saturday. Man.
I never had a high noon. They get
Yeah,
you
they're
going.
good. Yeah, real juice, real vodka, real juice. High noon.
I knew.
They want to do. They sponsor fucking everything. High noon. Give us a call. We'll fucking take a little sponsorship. We'll give you a deal. O.J. Simpson, what a fucking! I almost wanted to put him in Brother in Arms.
I
for
was
this.
thinking, like, this guy's he really?
Like, I don't know if we could. I don't know if we could make that transition from just like supporting O.J. Simpson, but like this is just the balls on this guy is just they're tremendous.
This is the greatest. I mean, one-liner of all time. When people they
he's-
asked him,
he avoids L.A. because he doesn't feel comfortable in L.A. because he could be sitting next to Nicole and I don't even Ron, yeah, the killers.
he could be sitting next to the killer,
The real killer
and he
of
could
his
be
wife.
at risk.
Yeah, and he could also get killed. Like OJ. Like, why are you even talking about this? fucking-
Right.
You're right. Shut the fuck up.
He wrote a book on how he
Right.
would have done it.
Right.
Right.
But they said,
Yeah,
I
To
read-
throw them
I-
off his scent.
hypothetical
What the
murder
fuck
book.
are you talking about?
Like OJ, shut up, buddy.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna.
You're out of jail.
Yeah, you're
Shut
at country
up.
clubs every day. Like somehow.
Didn't he go to
I
jail
don't-
for like sports paraphernalia?
Yeah,
Like,
they got him
trying
on
to
that. Yeah,
kill some dude
he
or
did
some
some.
shit.
Yeah, he did some major years for that.
Yeah.
yeah, they.
So you're out, dude.
Shut up.
You shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
don't talk about killers. Don't even say kill.
Yeah, don't use any words that start with
Yeah,
K.
don't bring them up for fuck's sake. Those are the last people you
Right.
talk about.
The interview had nothing to do with this. They were talking to O.J. Simpson. It had nothing to do with this at all. They were talking to him about his past sports career. They were talking about how it would be nice to be O.J. Simpson because he gets to golf 4 or 5 times a week. He was like, I get to go out to eat with my friends. I have a great life. And then they asked him about the, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I like to stay out of LA because I could be randomly sitting next to the killers that killed my wife. Shut up,
Do
buddy.
you think he's just doing it as like a double barrel fuck you to everybody? Like
Probably her family has to like. I
mean,
obviously hate him.
He
but
still
it's-
owes them like
Oh,
not that the money matters, but
That's-
like he never paid them back civilly. Which
Not a
I don't know
cent.
how you get away with that.
I don't know. Like, what's the point of going through all this civil trial if you know you're not going to pay them? And then how are you golfing? He's at a country club, fucking
He's a
all
member.
the time. Yeah,
He's a
it's
member.
just-
He goes 5 times a week, it said, and goes out to eat with his friends. And like people
That's
just-
awesome.
yeah. I mean, that's a great life.
fantastic.
You know, OJ even said, he's like, people would love to have my life, but you can't go to LA because you might run into your
Yeah,
killer.
'cause I might get whacked. Like, buddy, you did it. You killed him. What are you talking about? You killed him.
Hey man, if the
Dude,
gloves
he'd
don't
still
fit,
be like a major sports
announcer.
analyst. He's
He-
still like good looking guy.
Dude, he looks like he's fucking 38
he looks like he
years
still
old.
play.
Yeah,
I
he would be in the hall. I mean, he's in the Hall of Fame, right?
he has a bust.
He'd be like in there for like a sports broadcaster too.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like he would have been
he was an actor.
Charles Barkley times 10.
Yeah.
he was
Yeah.
Norberg.
Norberg.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. Like that character Norberg probably got him off that case because people were thinking Norberg couldn't have did this.
No way, Norbert.
He was such an
He's in
innocent
a
kid.
coma.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's such a nice guy.
Leslie Nielsen came in. He said Norberg. He pulled him out of there.
I don't know. Like, OJ, just man, shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
just keep your fucking trap shut, dude.
There was I seen a video go viral of this umpire was umping a little league game. And you know how parents get at little league games; they get wound up. The umpire must have made a bad call, and he was getting heckled from the fans. And he was a short fella, and all you hear is like a mom yell, what are you mad because the kids are taller than you? And he looked like he threw his clicker up in the air, like the pitch count fucking clicker, threw it up in the air and just stormed off. And he was like, "Fuck this! I don't need this. Dude, come on, you're getting heckled out of a if you're gonna be an ump, be an ump.
Yeah,
take control of the game.
Kick that old lady out of here.
Yeah, that's what. That could have been.
He should have ran her.
You have the right. You have the right to throw out of the.
You don't think
the
umpires
facility.
fucking kicked out parents at the Greenfield Baseball Association?
I'm well aware of
on the reg.
I see Mr. North
on the reg, and they would go stand in the parking lot on their car
and talk shit.
Yep, you're so terrible.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
dude, you guys are meeting yesterday together in 15 minutes.
The original Stutch. I mean, he loved throwing parents out.
Loved it.
I mean, he got off on it, I think.
Yeah, he also got off on those ringing kids up.
Ringing them up.
Strike three. You suck.
Yeah. But I mean, he heard it from the parents and he stuck with it.
Hey, well, I think, let's be honest. The older Stutch got teased a little bit, and I think he took it out on his kids.
I agree.
100%. Like he's a great guy now. He's a veteran, served the country. Thank you. But when you were an umpire, dude, you were really mean to us.
A little rough.
You were a little rough to 8-year-olds.
Dude, you made more 7-year-olds, 7-year-olds cry than I've ever seen before.
Dude, when you strike out or you wouldn't get on base, you would get a little emotional.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But when the ump, dude,
when the ump's screaming
that's
in
exactly
your ear.
how he did it. He was strike three, you're out of here. And dude, you just.
It's dude, chill out. It's amazing. Never
never.
Yeah. But I mean,
I
he
think
did get scolded.
He
there
got
was
scolded
major.
a lot.
Major arguments.
Yeah, I
But hey, he was reliable. He showed up.
He
all
did
the
show
time.
up.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
kind of needed him.
yeah. He was the only guy with ump. He would come.
Oh yeah, when the guy
Saturday.
walked out of the video, everyone was like, "Come on, dude! We gotta finish this game.
Yeah,
Where you
right.
going? Chill out.
Come on, shorty.
Yeah.
Yeah, the workforce is dying, dude. Little League, I'm saying that was the Little League World Series, right?
No, this was just this was some random field,
okay.
in anywhere. It literally reminded me of a Greenfield mom scolding an umpire and him just instead of giving it back to him and he just threw a little hissy fit and left.
Yeah,
And that's why he's a corn dick.
If that would have been Jake the Snake was a great umpire.
The best.
Jake the Snake looked like he should have been in the major leagues.
Yeah,
He really did.
He wore he wore the uniform.
He had nice
He had the
gear.
padding.
Yeah, he had good gear.
Yeah.
He brought his own gear. He didn't use the GBA's umpire gear. He had his own shit.
yeah.
I think Jake the Snake did pretty big. I think they did high school games and shit like that.
I know he definitely did Colton Pony.
Yeah. So Jake the Snake was a good ump. I forgot about him being an ump.
Dude, you could get some real sometimes they just pull dudes out of the stands and here, you ump the field.
Yeah,
and,
they tried to get me a few times. I'm not dealing with this shit.
Yeah, I remember Buzz.
They got Deese a few times.
I remember Buzz one time.
Buzz was bad.
Buzz was bad, dude. There's a play at first base, and Buzz was just staring into space. Everybody's like,
What's the fuck up,
call? Yeah, and then finally he was like, out, and they're half the people were like, yeah, the other half the people were like, oh.
Yeah, I forgot about that too, man. Yeah, that's a tough gig.
Being a can't win. You can't win.
My dad was yelling at the one ump because he had flip flops on. He's like, "How can you be an ump? You can't run around in flip flops." I'm like, "Oh shit."
I could see your dad.
Oh,
saying
he
it.
sure
He
did.
has a good point.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
Little brother in arms.
this is great.
Dude, speaking of Little League, you like how I
That's
put
how I
these?
was trying to-
you like how I put these together like this? I didn't originally have them like this. That was me going back over. I was like, oh, the flow of the show will be better.
I
if
tried to
put this.
segue it into you. I was like, was that the little?
So, yeah, I missed that one.
Yep.
But Little League World Series are the play-ins. I don't know if the actual Little League World Series started yet, but it's the play-ins or whatever. It's on TV. They asked the little kid. They interview him, and he's like, "Hey, I just want to give a shout out to my girlfriend. You know who you are," and hit him with a wink. And I was like, "This motherfucker! Look at this motherfucker!" I was this.
How
kid-
was Little League? You're
12.
12,
this kid was
13?
he looked
About 12.
Yeah, about 12. And he just gave a wink. I was like, man, every chick in the 7th grade thinks he just gave him that wink.
Yeah.
He's like, you know who you are.
Absolutely.
And he just winked the whole class. Like,
Yeah.
you're in trouble, ladies, because this dude is a pussy killer.
Yeah. He's a coxman.
Yeah.
At 12.
And kids are getting more bold with it because I forgot to send this to you, but there was another kid today. Barstool posted it, and it was underneath his name. It says has a crush on his. It said something like science teacher, Mrs. Whatever. Been like
Well,
Miss
these
Flickinger.
kids know they're going to go viral. If fucking 7, 8, 12-year-old Jack knew he was going to go viral, I'd pull some slick shit like that,
Right.
too.
Right.
'Cause I'm not hating on them, but
Right.
it's still fucking funny. But yeah, they know it's their time to shine, and
It
they're
said
getting
shooters shoot.
yeah,
That's what it said on Barstool.
right. And you're gonna shoot your shot, but He was a good-looking young man too. I was like, oh boy, look at
You
this.
old
fucking-
dog.
Yeah.
Them
You're like
them fingers are gonna be busy this summer, boy.
You're like a seasoned vet out here.
Yeah. Go to the old mill.
You're gonna be lighting the flats up in 10 years, buddy.
Oh, dude. Lady Sue. Is this supposed to be Mickey D's?
Yeah, Mickey D's.
Mickey D's. Lady sues Mickey D's because their commercials made her break Lent.
What the fuck? Could you imagine? Like, how does a lawyer even take that case? Like, oh, so how can I help you, ma'am? Like, yeah, I'm Catholic, and you know what I mean? I was watching. I'm not eating meat at all, and McDonald's put a fucking Big Mac commercial up, and now I want to sue them because I went and ate meat. Like, dude, what?
Call Shenderovich and Fishman.
Did you see them days new commercial? They're hilarious. He's like, dude, why would you pay 40% when 25 is all we will charge you?
But it's insane what you could like actually sue people for these days.
I'm surprised if OJ didn't have to pay yet. How the fuck is McDonald's gonna have to kick up any money for this?
I have
You know
no
what I mean?
idea. But I mean, those McDonald's commercials, they make them very sensual. You know what I mean? They'll lure you in. There's some nice music. The grill's
It
always
never
hot.
looks like that, though.
Fucking
The
everything.
burger's glistening.
Yep, it's all sprayed down with like oil.
Yeah,
I forget what did they put on that?
Suntan lotion.
Is that, it was something ridiculous like that to
there
make
was
it. We talked about it before on here.
It was I remember learning
Some type of
watching
lube.
a show they showed how they do commercials.
Yeah.
yeah, it was
It's not even, it's
Like
not even
cereal, instead of milk, they'll use glue.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
stuff like the French fries. They like put toothpicks in so they look perfect.
stand up. Yeah, so I mean, this lady, she got seduced by McDonald's.
Yeah.
Who hasn't got seduced by McDonald's?
Well, maybe I want to join this
Yeah, you know what?
lawsuit.
And I blame me, not McDonald's.
Right, it's my fault for being such a fat ass that I'm
Yeah,
like,
right.
that-
No willpower.
like I got to get up and go to McDonald's now.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, iced tea.
Loves titties.
Loves titties. Absolutely loves titties. So he's married to Coco, huge titties.
Yeah.
They have a kid now, breastfeeding, and they said when little T is sucking on Coco's tea for some milk, Iced Tea gets jealous and he grabs the other tit and they double team the tits.
So father son tit sucking.
Father son tit sucking.
That's
How the fuck old is Coco?
she's probably like 40, 30.
Yeah, Coco's pretty. I'm older. Yeah,
I mean, this is
Ice-
when? I mean,
this is recent. They
He
said-
got to be like fucking 60 years old or something.
kids-
Like,
He's
he-
50.
Yeah, people have
some.
kids old.
I know. I'm saying her though.
I
mean,
thought
she's
she's
like
40.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess she's old enough to have to.
So was he sucking like titty milk or
Yeah.
he just
I mean,
sucking
I
on
get.
the
I mean,
titty?
Yeah.
I figure if he
probably
suck. If
lacking.
he,
They're in both titties, believe me.
yeah, if one titty's milk. Yeah, right. One titty's milk. The other one's milk too, right? I'm no scientist, but you would think.
Yeah, yeah,
You don't know, like, oh, the left one's full, the right one's.
yeah. If she
they're
stops,
both.
yeah, right. They use them both.
Yeah, right. They're both active.
Yeah.
I wonder if he splows him up as this is going on. Like if he looks at little T, if Big T looks at pint-sized T, and he like gives him like the pound, he's like, your mom got some good titty milk, don't you, boy?
He was like, let me set something straight. These is my titties.
I mean, if you, like, you little motherfucker, you're not taking all my titties. If you do, this is weird. This is fucking strange.
No shit.
Why bring this up? You know, if you're doing some weird shit, do
Just
weird
keep it
shit,
in
to
house.
yourself.
Keep it in
You
house,
know, I'm gonna say like we have like a family threesome together. You know what I mean? Like,
I want to go back and see like Ice T say this now. Like,
and then the article came out. It was on like it was some tabloid shit or whatever, and he retweeted in an Ice Tea fashion, like, man, I love titties. You know what I
He's
mean?
like, so what? I love titties.
Yeah.
You went from Ice T to Prince.
I was trying to mold it into something better, and it failed on me.
I'm a huge Ice T fan. I love Law and Order. You know?
He's been on fucking Law and Order for fucking 25 years.
It's been Richard Belzer sidekick forever.
He's never played anything but a cop, and he made what was
Cop
it?
killer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cop
cop
killer was like his biggest fucking claim to fame.
I'll tell you what though, I obviously don't know anybody that watches Law and Order religiously. Sure, there has to be people, but if I'm flipping through and I'm not paying attention for a second, a Law and Order could suck me in.
Especially the SVU.
And that's
like,
SVU
what
could
the
suck
hell?
me in.
Some weird
Yeah.
shit going on.
Real weird
Weird
shit.
shit.
Everything's always covered in cum.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, well, how we solve this case? Like, oh, we found some cum.
I feel like I'm a little detective myself. I'm like, I think it was this guy. He's the one jerking off everywhere.
Yeah, there's semen samples there where someone
Like,
got
oh,
their
he
feet
murdered
cut
her.
off.
She was murdered on a roller coaster. Like, how'd you find it? Cum. Oh.
She was on the old mill. She got finger banged before the whole thing
finger banged to
started.
death.
Yeah.
That thing.
Her baby was sucking on one
finding,
kitty, her husband was sucking on the other.
You're not finding anything on the old mill. There's cum everywhere.
Axel
It's just like you're floating on cum.
Yeah, it's a cum river. A river of cum.
Yeah.
Instead of milk, it's glue.
That's gross. Let's take a break.
You want to mention the USA talking shit?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Team USA easily wins the gold medal.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations. I called that. Everybody was panicking. And
Who, the hoops?
Yeah, and they easily won it. I mean, it's just, how do you expect those guys to get fucking fired up? They gotta play together for a little bit. They went straight from their season right into the Olympics.
Yeah.
And then they got all drunk and
Talking
started
some
talking
shit on
major
LeBron.
shit, talking shit.
Kendrick
Perkins, yeah, which they deserved. I mean, they lost one game and start getting fucking bashed.
Right.
They lost to like Nigeria though.
They lost to France.
They lost to France. Yeah,
They beat them in the championship.
They lost. I think they lost to some weird team like before the Olympics started too. But
yeah.
it was just like, well, yeah. Then they beat them, and then they beat the shit out of everybody. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's just Team USA, man.
The
Basketball.
women's basketball team. I think there's like 11 Olympics in a row or some shit.
Yeah, they
took
beat the
gold.
shit out of everybody too.
They're
Yeah,
all right.
everybody.
Jack hates women's hoops, so it doesn't matter.
I don't hate women's hoops. I
You just can't bet on it.
I just been to a college women's game before and it's tough. Like it's
a lot of left to be
it's
desired.
a lot. There's not a lot of scoring. Not a lot of high flying antics.
yeah.
It was a long game.
A lot of jumpers.
No,
I was
they're-
gonna say a lot
yeah,
of missed threes.
very talented. Just not a lot of excitement.
Well, now that we know Jack hates women, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We come back, we're going to have more Greenfield's Finest podcast. Are you sick and tired of partying with the same old, and getting the old, boring results? Looking for something maybe different? You need to try Espolon Tequila. 2 shots for a good time, 3 shots you might go get a package, and 4 shots you and your friends are getting on a plane to Vegas. Espolon Tequila, the official tequila of Greenfield's Finest podcast. Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're sitting down right now and you're listening to the podcast or watching the podcast, you probably want to order a pizza. And if you do, make sure you order from Capizzuto's Pizza, the official pizza that Greenfield's Finest podcast, located at 422 Greenfield Avenue, phone number 412-521-6570. Mention Greenfield's Finest podcast whenever you call. Oh, man, I don't know if you guys have ever felt like this, but I woke up this morning and my toilet's running. I can't get it to stop running. My water bill last month was double. I didn't know what to do. Thank goodness for Niscatch Plumbing. I called them, they were there right away and took care of the problem, and it didn't cost me hardly anything. They're registered master plumbers and fully insured. That's Niscatch Plumbing. Phone number 412-337-4047. 412-337-4047. Thank you, Niscatch Plumbing. Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're like me, you probably have appliances in your house. TVs, ovens, dishwashers, microwaves, all types of stuff. That shit's going to break. And when it does, make sure you call Primetime Appliance, 412-896-1395. They deal with all insurance and warranty companies. They do all the work. All you have to do is call 412-896-1395. Primetime Appliance. Give them a call. I don't know about you, but I ain't got time to be packing boxes and moving stuff all the way around the tri-state area. I just don't got time for it. But I gotta move. What am I supposed to do? Thank goodness I found out about Miracle Movers. Fully bonded and insured, serving the Tri-County area. And they go long and short distance. I just found out they do commercial delivery too. That's Miracle Movers at 412-419-2620. 412-419-2620. And tell them Z-Bird sent you. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It looks like spring's right around the corner and them construction projects are popping up. Well, make sure you call Allen Construction, 412-954-8337. Licensed, insured, fully bonded, and they've been around for over 65 years. Make sure you call Allen Construction, 412-954-8337. Get the job done right. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. We're about to find out what's grinding our gears. We're going to get kicked off with Johnny. Johnny, what be grinding them gears?
All right, so I had a babysitter over the weekend, so me and Johanna went to breakfast on Sunday. She wanted to go to Waffles and Caffeinated.
Jam-packed all the fucking time. It's insane.
But it wasn't. I was like,
Really?
It was like 8:30, 9 o'clock.
That's a little
we
early.
were pretty early, so
Yeah.
we went in there fully staffed. they look like miserable that we were even showed up through the front door. Everybody looked kind of hungover. Whatever, I get it. You know what I mean? So we want to sit outside. It's nice. They sit us outside, and like no one shows up to like get a coffee, orange juice for like 10, 12 minutes. Then somebody else gets seated outside. They come wait on them like right away. I'm like, oh, finally. You know what I mean? Like, dude, this waitress that waited on them, like there was one doofus. And, like, this lady came out and, like, she was like, we're out of milk, too, so you can't have that. And I'm just like.
I would have got up and rolled.
Dude, so we did. We did.
Yeah. You had to.
Like, you don't want me here? You want to wait on me? Walked across the street to Cucina Vitale.
I was literally about to say it.
Dude, they got a new breakfast
their
menu.
breakfast is unbelievable.
Unbelievable, dude.
Unbelievable.
I got the steak and eggs. It was
Best
like $14.
Best breakfast in the city.
100%.
Yeah, she got
And it's crazy that piece of shit across the street is as crowded as it is.
Dirty.
And no one even knows, like, Cucina Vitale is fucking, like open.
They
They must have just started breakfast
They
again.
did started open again. They like revamped the menu, dude. She got like some crab cakes with like a
Dude, it's unreal.
dippy egg on front, and like they got chicken and waffles there too.
It's a hipster thing. It's 100% a hipster fucking hashtag. I'm at Waffles and Caffeinated. Like I think I ate there before at the one downtown. I think it's fucking overpriced garbage.
Stinks.
I thought it was. I was like, dude,
Especially with Cucina being right across the street.
that's my favorite restaurant in Pittsburgh.
No, I just ate dinner there last week.
dude.
Yeah,
You go in there, it was super clean. They were super nice. You know what I mean?
They're
Like
happy you're there.
they're happy you're there. Yeah, right. Oh, go up to me right away. Like,
Yeah.
dude, I'm like,
Best French toast. I'm not even that big of a French toast.
I love French
toast. Guys.
toast.
It's fucking
I love like
ridiculous.
Z-Bird. I'm a big breakfast food guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the place. I didn't know that Laney Quigley's going to be fucking pumped when I tell her breakfast is back in action down there.
Dude,
'Cause I feel like we just checked on that like recently, and it wasn't going yet.
I didn't even look on the back of the menu. It was just like regular breakfast, which I was fine with. You know what I mean? Like you could make your own this and that. Johanna flipped it over. She's like, "You guys doing brunch?" They're like, "Yeah, there was steak and eggs." I'm like, "Give me the steak and eggs."
You said it was so fire. How much? $14.
It was $14.
I mean, dude, where can you get steak and eggs for $14?
Yep, no, that's you should went over and fucking thank the crackhead
I
for
did,
being a crackhead.
Dude, I was just picking my teeth, like you know what I mean. I should have went and farted on them.
Yeah.
Someone else already beat you to it.
Right? That lady probably
Sidewalk.
works at Waffles and
Yeah, it
Caffeinated.
was probably her.
Yeah, she was the hostess.
She looks like she would work there.
Dude, these people like looked unkept,
Yeah.
miserable.
Yeah. Well, in the long run, that worked out for you.
It did really, dude. Because I would rather have Davio anyway, but you know what I mean. Whatever. I'm not that.
It makes me mad, like even hearing that, because like that's a big trend now. I feel like when I get to my gear grind, but that's been a big trend. It's like walking into places anymore, and you feel like they don't fucking want you there.
Yeah, good. It's good.
It's a good grinder because a lot of people can relate.
There's
to
not
it.
a lot of good service going on right now.
No,
Not
there's
at all.
At all.
Dog-
Should leave what you got, buddy.
All right, so my gear grinder is like my kids, they're going into first grade now. Like fucking the school shopping thing.
Yeah.
You guys don't have kids. I mean, I'm sure you understand it. Like
Yeah.
I told them we got like book bags, like lunch boxes.
Trapper
and shit. Like,
keepers.
dude, and then it's like, oh, well, you need like to have 17 pencils, 3 bags of colored pencils. You need a stapler. You need a bag with 5 ones in it.
stapler?
I mean, I'm just making
Dude,
shit up, but it's
dude,
like,
dude,
That
it's
was
an
like that when we were little, though,
unending
too. We had a
Bro,
crazy.
I went to
an
public school,
unending
dude.
fucking list. Yeah, I went to public school. We didn't do
They
that. You
gave
went.
you
You
that
got 3
shit.
folders, 1 notebook, and a backpack.
I feel like we had like a. Maybe I'm wrong.
Dude,
I don't think we did. St. Rosalia's.
It's redonkulous.
It's like $60 a kid.
We didn't have
that's
nothing.
It'll be
like the low
Glue.
end.
They got to get their own glue.
And now they
their
have
own,
to
their
wear
own like
uniforms.
the washboard markers.
Yeah.
They got to get their own
Dry
washboard
erase.
markers.
Why?
Dry erase. I don't know what they do there,
Dude, and then they have to
Isn't
have
everything on an
headphones.
iPad?
Yeah, but then you have to send individual headphones that to keep it
I
school.
get that with the lice.
Right. I get that too, but it's like
Kids love lice.
I got them at my house, but these ones have to stay at school. Like,
What,
jeez.
lights or headphones?
Well, both. 'Cause we were sharing headphones. No, but it's just not. And now they wear uniforms and shit. I'm like,
Dude, Rose's
Jesus
schedule's gonna be wide
Christ.
open.
Oh.
You know where she goes?
Where?
Pocono Street. For
yeah.
dude,
Conversing. They're over there conversing.
Oh yeah.
I can't have the two commiserating.
Yeah. Dude, I feel like the schools are like in cahoots with Target because like Johanna sent
Yeah.
me down there with that list last year, which was hell. 'Cause
Hell.
we got to it late and it was all picked over. But I'm like, wow, Target knows everything I need.
Yeah, right.
It's exactly over here.
You don't want to be the loser. In reality, if you don't buy half that shit, you're gonna be fine. But you also don't want to be the loser sending your kid to school with fucking not all their
and
shit.
then you have to like send. You got to help the teacher out. You send like some hand sanitizer, some Kleenexes, a roll of paper towels, all kind of shit like that. I'm telling you, dude. They give you like a
That's
list
a little
of shit.
COVID tax they're throwing on there.
Yeah, dude. They ask you to, like, come on, help out our classroom. Like, how many paper towels you motherfuckers?
How much
need?
you don't you pay a lot of money for your kids to go? You can't afford hand sanitizer.
And now they gotta wear uniforms, and I gotta pay.
I thought they all. I know.
No,
Catholic
this is the first year of first grade, so
Yeah. Do they have to be embroidered?
I fucking hope not. I left
St.
that
Bede's
at
has
the
to be embroidered, and you go embroider them your damn self.
Really?
Yeah.
St. Rosilius, the girl skirts had to be embroidered.
with SRS.
Or like those pullover things they had. Yeah, with the
Jumpers.
The jumpers, yeah.
All
yeah,
right, well,
yeah.
so this adds on to my gear grinder. I didn't even know this shit had to happen. I thought the backpacks and lunch boxes were enough, and then trapper keepers and
Dude, I remember
colored pencils.
public school was always fun. You go back to school shop and get some new gear.
Yeah, you were trying to get close so you didn't get beat up.
Try to look fresh.
Yeah, San Rosilius back to
St.
school.
St. Rosilius back to school shopping sucked. Your parents used to have to take you kicking and screaming because all you were going to get blue pants and blue shirts.
Right, and you go to my grandma would take me usually to like Hills.
Right,
I mean,
Gabe's.
Gabe's or Hills.
That was it.
I go there.
Yeah, Kmart.
and get like I remember like as far as shoes went, like you would the older you got, you try to sneak black tennis shoes in, it didn't work, and then they would be like, I'd end up with like, because I was poor, I'd end up with like penny loafers.
You were a big penny loafer guy. You kind of
Yeah.
liked them, didn't you?
I mean I did. I pretend like I didn't because I would look like a loser, but I was like, I don't mind these. I don't have the time.
The most exciting thing, you try to get a good pair of like rubber dress shoes with the rubber soles so you could drag your feet and just
make
ruin the
marks.
floor.
Oh, yeah, on the gym floor you could.
No,
the
like the
hallways.
hallways
Oh,
were
the
covered.
hallways,
We would just
okay.
drag. They would like check the bottom of our shoes because you'd be able to tell who was dragging. You just have your heel and just be walking down the whole fucking hallway, ruining it. And Razor Ramon be ready to kill you.
I remember the funniest thing was like we went back to school, and I remember like dudes loaded up on gum bands and paper clips. You know what I mean? And I don't know if I told this on it or not, but Angelo DiNordo was like firing paper clips across the classroom. And I'm like, dude, he's gonna kill someone. So he fired this paper clip, and it stuck in Megan DePaulo's ear, like the back of her
Pierced her
ear.
ear.
It like stuck in her ear. She ran out of the room screaming. I'm like, shit's about to hit the fan. So dudes start like ditching all their like paper clips and gum bands that they were sitting there breaking all day, except for Beaners.
Oh,
So
man.
they end up. Sister Judy comes in and did like a raid, like flip your desk because our desk.
They were always shaking us down for some shit.
Yeah, they would. Your desk would open, and like that's where all your shit was at. Fucking Beaners, being a paper boy, he had a million gum bands there, and well, the paper clips didn't have nothing to do with that. But all the paper boys had a million gum bands, and he had some paper clips there. And like, dude, he took the heat for it. I'll give him credit. He didn't snitch.
Didn't snitch.
No, he didn't drop no dime. But Andrew just like put his head down, like. And they were like, come with me, Mr. Tenney. And she came back. She had a fucking ace bandage wrapped around her head. I'm like, dude, what'd you shoot her with? You know what I mean? A fucking
22.
A 20. Yeah. Dude, what'd you fire at her, dude? A 38. Like, you know what I mean? But she had like wrapped up, and then our teacher, Miss Warner, like laid into us, like, how violence isn't good. She was from Minnesota. She's like, oh my God, who hit Megan DePaulo in the ear? She's like, this is the first day of school. You shouldn't treat each other like that.
Dude, the velocity a paperclip could get was
Yeah.
just insane.
Yeah. So you definitely taking out somebody's eyeball.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Ange had no remorse on this either because he just like he was a mean kid sometimes. I'm glad I was on his good side, but he like when he flung
Those
that,
DiNardos could be ruthless.
he enjoyed that.
Cold.
He enjoyed inflicting pain on others, and I'm like, I'm glad he changed. But oh man,
Z-Bird, you got a grinder.
yeah, this just happened to me today. Like it's sort of like with Rosado. So after work, me and Rosado were talking about ice cream today and shit. And I'm like, dude, I'm gonna go to Brewster's because they got that new Brewster's on Bronze Hill Road. Already went there once. It was fucking fire, dude. So I'm like, I'm
What's your
going.
go-to flavor?
I like the chocolate Buckeye, the chocolate peanut butter Buckeye.
I bet you do.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
It is. And remember that day I sent you the non-dairy flavors?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have that in non-dairy.
Wow.
Dude, there's little Buckeyes in the ice cream and the chocolate ice cream.
It's fucking phenomenal.
How open they stay? They stay open pretty late.
I think they were open till 9. But
I'm gonna wrap this up.
yeah. So I go there and like I actually been there twice already. First time, as soon as I got up there, people were waiting on me. It was great. I'm like, wow, this is a great Brewster's. Today, not the fucking case. I guess they had a bunch of new hires. They don't give a fuck. So I'm literally standing at the window for at least 45 seconds while there's 5 people back there waiting on no one on their phones. I was like, dude, you gotta be fucking kidding me. But I wanted these Oreo sandwiches so bad, so I'm like looking like putting my hands up like the kind of like I surrender. Could someone please help me? Luckily, the manager had to come out and he like screams at them. Like, he was like, hey, there's a guy there. Let's go. Come on. Their faces, when he said that, it was like, I'm like, dude. Like, I almost didn't want it.
Right.
You know what I mean? At
Well,
this-
yeah, what's it gonna be like when you get it?
Well, I mean, you could see them. So, like, they're not, it's not like they're going in the back and making your food. Like, they're there. And, like, I'm not trying to be a dick to younger people, but like, dude, I mean, don't fucking, you know, don't give me that look.
We're at the point where I think we're better off with robots.
Yeah, yeah. I'll take
This
a
young,
kiosk.
I sound like I'm 100 years old. This young workforce ain't worth a fuck.
Dude, and I'm not trying to pat, but when I was 16 years old, like, I wasn't like, you know, I still partied, did all that shit, but like, I went to work at Minio's. Like, I knew how to treat people. They taught you
I was
how.
the best salad tosser at Panera, and it wasn't even close.
Yeah.
I was banging out salads on the soups, salads, boom, 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 on the mic, making that dude those crazy peanut butter sandwiches.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I was the man.
Dude, I enjoyed my little job at the pizza shop, and I'm like, dude, but like these people now, it's like they don't like they so bad don't want to fucking be there. It's just like why are you doing this to them? To like stop. Like,
Yeah,
just
you're
leave.
ruining the whole fucking
Experience.
process.
I just
all the
go.
way
I'm
around.
covered in. I'm soaking wet, covered in fucking grass. I've been sweating in 90-degree heat. Give me my fucking ice cream. You know what I mean?
Excited that Brewster's is back in Greenfield.
You know, for now,
Yeah.
we'll see how long this lasts.
Dude, well, you got to give the manager credit. At least he said something.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Instead of just coming to take the order yourself and just letting them
Right.
be pieces of shit.
Well, he said, let's go, and they were like, and the one girl walked over, and she was like, oh, I'm sorry, you know, I'm like, it's all right, and I wasn't mad they were on their phones, but the two of them looked up and still did nothing, and I'm like, dude, you know, like,
Get out of your. Dude, that's like waffles and caffeinated. I was hoping like when I left, that left a statement. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
oh
no.
man, they didn't give a shit.
Nobody gave a fuck.
No, they didn't.
Yeah,
Nobody gave a
you
fuck.
would,
They
you
just-
would love to see like the manager come out like, you know what, you're fired. Get out of here. I seen how you treated him.
that girl who waited on you didn't give a fuck. She just went up to Starbucks and farted on Jack. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Her day's full.
Yeah.
I got a grinder.
What's grinding?
I was running on the trail the other day, and like I'm like looking on the ground, and probably like 10 feet in front of me, it looks like a little like a big, not little, a big like black rope. It's like
Okay.
on the ground. I'm looking on it. That looks weird, but I'm still running, and these two girls like look at it, but they like look and go like they shake their head and like keep running. So I'm like, oh, whatever that is, it's no big deal. These two girls just ran by it. Nothing happened. I get like a foot up on this thing. It's a giant black snake. I was like, ah! I fucking ran backwards, and I'm like, dude, when am I going to stop being such a cunt? My gear grinder is I'm a cunt. Like these two chicks saw what it was, like looked at their head and just kept going. Me, I get like 2 feet from it. I fucking almost piss my fucking pants, scream like a little girl, look around for like help. You know what I mean? Like, is there a park ranger
Yeah, I was just
anywhere?
gonna say
Then I
this.
rememred I'm the sheriff, and I'm like, I'm not
gotta handle this.
I'm not snake removal.
Yeah.
That's in my contract. No snakes. No snakes or no birds. And I'm like, dude, what? Like, come on, bro. Like, get off the trail. Go up in the woods. Like, what are you doing here?
Did you scoot them out? Did you like give them like a?
A stick? Did you stick them?
John, when I say I like stopped, took the longest route around this fucking snake.
You went
like,
through the
walked-
You like went in the woods.
Yeah, I
around?
went up around the hill, like around him to get
Climbed
the
a
fuck
tree.
away from him. Yeah, and then I sprinted like he was gonna be after me.
Snakes on the trail.
Yeah, it was just what the fuck, like, it's just, and these two girls just like keep on with their day, and there's me, 38 years old, fucking 6'2", 230 pounds,
Pee
jumps
your
like a little
pants.
baby
Yeah.
myself.
That black snake
Scared.
wants nothing to do with you.
Didn't even know I was
He
there.
eats mice.
Yeah, no clue. Didn't know I was there. I almost fucking cried. Fucking unbelievable.
Those girls
man.
came and saved
I
you.
texted Leanie. I was like, "There's a snake on the trail."
She's like, grab your vagina.
She goes, "You want me to come get it
Yeah,
for you,
you
Jack?"
were right. Like, I was like, these girls, she was like, "Dude, it's just a snake." I'm like, "You didn't see it." It was big. And I was just like, man, what the fuck?
Yeah, yeah.
Dude.
So yeah, that's my gear grinder. I'm a big C.
All right, baby, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to wrap up Greenfield's Finest Podcast. If you're like me, I bet you have the same opinion. Are you sick and tired of smoking hot chicks and delicious chicken wings? Well, I know I am. So if you are too, make sure you stay away from bootleggers over in Oakland at 403 Semple Street. Because all it is delicious chicken wings, cheap drinks, and smoking hot bartenders. That's bootleggers at 403 Semple Street over in Oakland. Over and out. Are you in the market right now for buying a house? Maybe in the market for selling a house. Have you heard about Carlson & Associates Real Estate Services? If you haven't, maybe you should check them out. They're located right here locally in Pittsburgh at 106 South 18th Street in Southside. A lot of people think that they only service the Southside, but that's not true. They handle all the Pittsburgh area, and they also handle property management too. So if you're looking for a good real estate company that's locally owned and locally ran, call Carlson and Associates Real Estate Services at 412-431-1718. That's 412-431-1718, and tell them Z-Bird sent you. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Are you sick of your general contractor having sex with your wife? Well, I was too, and that's when I found out about Schaefer Inc. Schaefer Inc.'s primary goal is to deliver unbeatable quality for all your construction needs. They aim to firstly be a company principle-driven, and to achieve this, the importance is ethical business practices. That includes great work and not having sex with your wife. Please check out Schaefer Inc. for all your contracting needs.
Give them a call at 412-915-1694. That's 412-915-1694.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I don't know if you've ever had a problem like me, but if you've ever stuck your dick in a light socket, you're probably going to need an electrician. Well, good thing Greenfield's Finest Podcast has Plug Electric as our official electricians of the Greenfield Finest Podcast. If you're looking for a good electrician, contact Plug Electric. Ask for Vance Hall. Phone number 412-298-6770. That's 412-298-6770. And stop sticking your dick in the light socket. Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're having car problems right now, there's not really too many places to go that you can trust. One place you can is Meineke Car Care Center, located at 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. They handle everything, not just oil changes, but brakes, maintenance, everything. So if you have car trouble and you need help, make sure you call Meineke Car Care Center, 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. Phone number 412-451-8968, and ask for Arthur. Hey, if you're looking for a fun night out in the South Side and you don't want to get punched in the face, check out Finn McCool's at 1501 Carson Street. Go there, have a good time, and don't get punched in the face. Finn McCool's, 1501 Carson Street, and tell them Z-Bird sent you. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. It's that time of the show. What would Greenfield do?
What would Greenfield do?
Whoop, whoop.
Would you stop masturbating if every girl you jerked off to knew you were doing it? So every girl you jerked off to knows you jerked off to her. So every time you run into every girl you jerked off to, there's going to be an awkward, like, hey there.
Is it going to be awkward
How's
as
it
this
going?
Conversation?
Yeah. I mean, you can't stop.
Wait, can they go to past jerk offs? Like, you know what I mean?
Is this retroactive?
Everybody knows.
Wait, I'm talking like, can you go back to when I was 14? If you like hammered yourself, someone's mom, you run into her now, she's like, hey, I know
Everybody
about
knows.
that. Every jerk off you've ever done.
Every girl that's made a feature into your jerk offs knows.
I
And
mean,
what's the option?
Stop. Never jerk off again. Never happens.
I don't. Is this rule just for me or for everybody? So
Just you. If it's for everybody, it's like more normal.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll be flattered by it.
I think I would make the attempt.
I don't know.
I think.
I mean, dude, some people make cameos, and you're like, "What the fuck are you doing here?
Yeah.
How did you get?
Just caught me on a weird day.
How did you get in here? Like,
I'm gonna run with it. I'll run with it.
Yeah, like,
You're cutting grass.
it's kind of nice, but it's like, come on, you're staying too long.
You're like cutting
so
grass
weird.
over by CMU, and next thing you know, you go home and you're thinking about a bunch of Asian chicks.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, who cares about the strangers? The strangers aren't the
People
issue.
you know.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
it's tough if you think about it.
Especially in
it's-
your youth.
yeah,
Like, you know.
The male lady, the fucking Jamaican lady of Kogo.
Yeah, if you weren't a
Dude, like-
guy, you probably made it in when
I
I
don't
was
even,
15
I don't even
years
want to
old.
give like examples.
No,
you know what I
give
mean?
one,
'Cause
Jack.
I'm not.
Give
Yeah,
one.
no, but it's tough.
I mean,
But you can't stop. But I mean, you're just like, especially like random people you went to high school with. You run into them like 20 years later, and like they still know you're doing it.
Like,
It's like,
hey,
it's like, dude, what?
remember
really?
we had that
give,
thing?
Yeah, give that a break. Like, I can't. Like, I don't know. I can't control it. I don't know how to shut it off. Oh, I love to.
if you're a woman and you're
I'll
listening,
see you tonight.
if
You were great last night.
Yeah.
if you're a woman and you're listening, it's like when you're in high school, a girl could literally have done anything. You could have like seen her ankle and be like, dude, I think I'm gonna jerk off there.
Dude, like you brush.
when you were in high
I'll
school,
like jerk off to a girl I brushed up against 20 years ago.
when you were young in high school, you would like, you know, either service yourself or you'd have a dream or something. Then you'd like see that girl later that day and you'd like, we had a moment together. Or something
But
like,
especially
are we
if you
an
had a
item?
drink.
Do you feel that too?
If you got,
Are we
like,
an item?
if you got like a nurse or like your doctor, your dentist, your lawyer,
Your dental hygienist?
anybody, and you're just like, hey, 6-month teeth cleaning. Feel like I see you every day.
Your
Like,
chiropractor.
Yeah, like, hey, like,
I wouldn't want to run into Miss Flickinger from St. Rosalia's. She'd be like,
she
"You're
wouldn't be able to
sick."
go anywhere in Greenfield.
She'd be like, "You're fucking sick.
She would, she
You need, to
would.
be, you need to be locked away."
Yeah, she'd go check her like who jerked off to me last night out, and like fucking.
It would be just-
it'd be like fucking every kid.
Mailbox full.
Yeah. And like still going.
Yeah,
it's like, man.
they'll be dinging as she checked. She's like, Jesus Christ, Mike's night out.
These dudes are in their 40s. These dudes are fucking 40 years old and still going.
This thing, as quick as she deletes them, they're just
Yeah.
banging right
Yeah.
back
Just
on her.
draining her battery on her phone every day. But you can't stop. You know what I mean? It's just,
Yeah.
it's fucked.
It would make for some awkward moments. It's
Very
it's a
awkward.
grocery store.
You have to be like a hermit and stay at your house all the
I
time.
mean, even if it was everybody, it'd still be awkward.
Yeah.
But it's a lot less awkward if you were the
Well,
only person.
yeah, because they
I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
no.
Wow, maybe my worst, but like,
Yeah.
it'd be funny if it happened to like Stotch or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your email will be dinging.
Yeah, like Stotch, you sick fuck. No, but like I'd find out like Nelson jerked off to me or something.
Yeah, well, that'd be cool. Oh, yeah. I mean, girls do it too.
Right.
So, like,
So you knew if they would, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess it isn't in the
that's-
question. I mean,
yeah,
that-
but that evens things out. That you're
Right.
on the same
but,
plane.
like,
Right.
that would make things so uncomfortable. And you're like wife and your girlfriend, like, let me see your list, and
Yeah.
you'd be going through your
Right.
phone, and you wouldn't be allowed to be around anybody,
Right.
like the crossing guard.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, you can only order food.
yeah, a lady that works at Kogo's like,
She'd be like, "Man, what's going on, little sexy? You want me to get up on that stool?"
Yeah, I heard you've been thinking about me.
I'm like, "Oh shit, shorty, she made my list."
'cause literally anybody makes a guest appearance, dude. It's fucking, it's the wild, wild west.
I
It's
can tell you right now,
uncontrollable.
she didn't make the list. I can fucking tell you right now.
She
I'm gonna,
made no cameo.
I'll go to the bank on that one. I never hammered myself to the big chicken Koga.
She might tonight.
That was cold-blooded.
All right, let's keep this going here. This fucking phone, man, it just rotates every time I fucking.
Every time you turn it,
Yeah.
that's what they do.
That's a feature.
Would you rather have a chick with a great ass but sideburns, or a chick with great tits but a thin mustache?
Sideburns.
Gotta go. Girls like have sideburns.
Sideburns, yeah, sideburns are a thing.
Can't she
Yeah.
shave the mustache, or she's rocking the mustache?
She got it. She got it.
I guess you gotta rock it. Yeah.
She gets that 5 o'clock.
Girls
shadow,
also
like
shave their
2:30.
stash.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They
and
wax
their
it.
sideburns.
Wax it, shave it.
Yeah, I mean, like chicks, like there's some chicks that are hairier than others. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They-
some
they-
girls got those like crazy sideburns that
comes
come
down.
like down into
Yeah.
like their chin though. That's no
And
good.
it like looks like it like
It
connects.
yeah, it does,
behind the
yeah, it does a
ear.
little curl. Like, dude, you gotta get that.
Like-
line that up.
I know when the sun hits, you see that.
Have you been to the bar? Have you been to the barber shop lately?
Yeah,
you
you need to
don't
clean
mind
that
that.
up a little.
It's like, well, you didn't mind them last night when you were jerking off to me.
Yeah. Yeah, people you hate would just be like, I thought you don't hate me so bad, do you? Like, fuck. You wouldn't be able to go anywhere.
No,
No.
The gym, you'd be the biggest creep in the gym.
Oh my God, yeah.
You don't even like, oh man, what a terrible, terrible
that's
situation.
a curse. That sounds like a curse. Right
There's
there.
no
That
way
is
you
a
could
good-
go drive to Oakland. I mean, you can't even walk.
I mean, dude,
You can
in
never go there.
reality, we could write this movie.
Yeah.
That's actually.
We could write this movie.
No, you just gave it away, Jack.
I don't know, I mean, not,
Not
be
that we're
like-
gonna write it or anything.
who's funnier than us?
Yeah.
Good luck.
This is definitely the best podcast ever.
Yeah, it's like in the history of podcasts.
But
So,
like,
I mean, that question just overshadows like any other what would Greenfield do. It just put my mind in a pretzel now. I'm like, I got all these people like, oh my god,
You're running through your list right
yeah,
now.
like, I don't even talk to them.
there's so many that you forgot about.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, they'd be coming up to you. You walk down the street like, "Hey," like, oh,
Could you imagine going
the
to
flight attendant. It's just like
I
any.
can never fly again.
Yeah,
you go to your high school reunion?
your kids' teachers and shit like that. Like fuck you.
Like, hey, Anthony, you have to go to a parent-teacher conference. Like, no.
No.
You go. You take
Yeah.
this
My-
one.
The ladies at the bank,
My grandma's my
Don't even cash your check.
cafeteria ladies.
my grandma's homemade nurse. You know what I mean? You like giving old Granny a bath, don't you? Why don't you come on over here, Shirley? I'll give you something to scrub.
Yeah, your grandma's best friend that smells good.
Ethel, she got that fire pussy. She had a rocket back in her day. Dude, since she got them new knees, dog.
Oh,
She
fuck.
got them sideburns lined up.
Like she got that hip right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh,
terrible.
fuck.
Yeah, random dudes that just pop in there sometimes.
Misha's like, there they go.
No,
They're talking
I
about
knew-
dicks.
yeah,
I knew they would say they
Yeah.
fucking jerk off to men. Fucking terrible. They cannot go one episode without talking about dicks.
I feel like we haven't talked about dicks in a while.
No, it's about time.
We talked about him in them sweatpants today.
Yeah. Well,
But that wasn't like,
Yeah.
And then the Olympic dicks.
yeah.
I guess it,
I guess we hit our quota on dicks.
yeah, it was a little dick heavy in the middle.
I don't even notice it anymore.
It just comes off the tongue so naturally.
Oh man, this question ruined my night.
You just keep. I see you staring up into space,
I have like
thinking
so
about
many
it.
funny things that I can say that I don't want to put on the podcast.
Put this off air.
So many. This could be dude. I'm serious. We gotta write this movie.
Marijuana dawn in my pumpkin. My mom would be like, "You jerked off the marijuana dawn." I'm like, "Listen, when you're 14, you're reaching."
You're doing what? Yeah, literally.
Right, especially when there was no technology.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
that's when it
dead
was like,
people when you get to heaven. Or like, dude, what the fuck? I've been dead for 30 years. Man. You didn't look too bad in that casket.
Baby got stiff.
All right, let's end this podcast.
That was a bit
Oh
much.
man, everybody,
There's
please,
a line.
please have a great week. Remember to hit the like, and if you haven't done it, hit the subscribe button. Remember, this is Tell Your Friend About Greenfield Finance Podcast Month, and we have a comedy show August 20th at Yesterday's. August 25th, I'll be at the Pittsburgh Improv, and then we have a major comedy show September 11th out at Comtra Theater. Tickets are available online right now. Go to comtratheater.com. September 11th, get your tickets now. Everyone have a great week, and remember, Greenfield loves you.
Vote for Joe Welsh.
And vote for Joe
Vote
Welsh.
for Joey.